Diablo, the Lord of Terror's semi-celestial binds are weakening, allowing him to walk among the mortal world in search of his brothers, the demon lords, Mephisto and Baal. As he draws nearer to his brethren, Diablo's power grows and will eventually permit him to shed his mortal coil. Together, the brothers, also known as the Three Prime Evils, seek out the World Stone, the heart and soul of this world, with the ultimate goal of corrupting the World Stone and controlling humanity, drawing ever closer to reality. A small band of adventurers has been plucked from distant realms and thrown together in this new world, placed upon a path with the aim of stopping this corruption before it can consume everything and spread to other dimensions. Welcome to the world of Sanctuary.
Which is D&D. So imagine if D&D got like banned in the States. Adam would die instantly that day.
Dude, did you hear they're changing the term phylactery? It's no longer called phylactery.
You're right, I heard that.
So dumb.
No.
Yeah, so stupid.
Yeah.
What's it called now? I wasn't aware of that news.
I forgot, dude.
I don't
What
know.
the fuck is
I
a
don't know if they've.
phylactery?
That's what liches keep
Container
their
of
souls in,
swords.
but it's actually it's a container, which stems from. Was it
Judaism.
Aztec or?
It's Judaism.
They're calling it,
Judaism?
is it? No. Pathfinder called it soul cages, but I don't think that's what they're calling it in 5e now.
Soul containment device.
No, I hope they don't
How
do that.
fucking generic.
What are
That's so dumb though. Like, who fucking cares? People are so
phylacteries
whiny.
called now in D&D?
I can't believe you used phylactery.
Oh.
comes from my history. Blah blah blah. Shut the fuck up.
Soul jars.
Nobody gives
Are they
a
calling
fuck.
them soul jars now?
Jesus. What if it's not a
'Cause
jar?
I know
Or Soul
Pathfinder
Anchor.
changed. Yeah, okay, it's Soul Anchor. I heard Soul Anchor before. It used, I mean, 2E, PF2E was already using soul cages.
I would have called shit soul jars regardless. I ain't saying fucking phylactery.
Why? Phylactery is such a
Is it
cool,
because the word has
cool
phallic in it?
word.
It sounds like a sex move.
I mean, it's like phylactery
I'm
looks like
Jesus,
a.
phylactery.
It's like
How much is phylactery?
it's like a reliquary. If you remember, if you ever watch Anastasia, like what Rasputin had, that'd be like a. You fucking goddamn it!
Rasputin's.
I don't wanna talk about it.
Lich confirmed.
I don't know what to talk about. He is a lich. He died. Like that was part of the movie story. He was a dead person brought back to life, held together by the souls collected in his phylactery. Look at that. That was in the story. That was in the movie. That was in the movie.
It's like a
You
sex
know,
dungeon.
you know what else is a phylactery?
Oh god.
No, don't do it.
Pecs.
Don't do it.
The pecs on this demon on this picture.
That's Diablo, man.
I
Yeah,
feel
he-
my soul anchoring.
Yeah,
With-
I feel my soul entering too.
With that,
We don't have
Jesus
Anthony in Foundry
Christ.
yet.
Oh yeah, he disconnected. He was in. Your boy can't leave shit well enough alone. He's always fucking with stuff and screwing himself over.
Damn.
I'd be like that some days.
Oh, he
Yeah.
does. That's every day for him. He's always messing with shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got a tanker, bro.
Basically, for your information, the computer just shut the fuck off. So find out the situation before you talk to it.
Damn. You see that? You see that fire he's breathing though? Damn.
That's that crit he keeps getting. That's where it comes
Yeah,
from.
Damn.
don't make him go behind you and freaking crit you like a million damage.
I'm still gonna
Yeah, man.
talk shit to him.
You know he will too. That's the problem.
Fuck around, find out.
Adam's an instigator.
I'm just gonna sit here and eat this cookie and watch the fire burn.
There you go.
Uh,
Also,
stand here.
kind of waiting for Anthony to reconnect and get his Discord and all that back going. Because whatever you're on right now, Anthony, your voice is really weird.
His phone, probably.
All right, everybody's connected and ready to go. Let's fucking do this, bro.
You know what would be a really cool fight? Fighting all three of those dudes at the same time. That would be a really cool fight.
Yeah, sure. Welcome back to Abracadagger. Last week, what happened? Yeah, we played last week. Yeah. Okay. But this week, Rowan again, still cruising the world there. Not going to be with us, unfortunately. I think she's got 2 more weeks, and then she'll be back with us, guys.
No, I'm Rowan now. She's not back this week.
Are you?
Okay, well, Megan, it was nice playing with you. Thanks for sticking around all this time. But maybe next next campaign we'll let you in, and you can decide then that D&D is more important than vacations. But until then,
GG no read,
2 month
baby.
long ones. 2 month long ones.
GG no read.
So, anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. We're a little late, guys, but let's do this. Let's get us a recap. Who's doing the recap this week?
I got it if nobody
Alright.
wants it.
Our temp Rowan.
Our Timp Rowan?
Yeah, not gonna lie,
Throw it.
last week is completely wiped from my mind. Like, I have
What?
yeah, like I have no
Aw,
fucking idea what happened. I have
man.
zero recollection of even playing last week.
Alright. Alright, so what happened last week? We continued our journey through the we've already left Kurast, and we're moving through basically this marshy, boggy land, and we're trying to figure out how to deal with it. I mean, we've got everything from the heat to just the environment working against us, with being waterlogged. People are struggling if you've got heavy armor versus if you got light armor. And as we're moving about, we've got our 2 A team. That's a triangle, but pretend it's an A. Scouts, Vec and Thebe, who are both keeping an eye out for things. They actually spot something that's like in one of the trees, and everyone's on guard, and we're keeping an eye out. It's actually a corpse. So after ransacking the corpse, obviously treating it with the most dignified respect that every D&D player would, basically we chuck it down. Yeah, we throw it down from the tree and start checking all the loot that it's got on it, smack it like a piñata, see if it drops gold coins. Which doesn't, unfortunately. Find out this is some loser from another dimension, right? Check it out. He's got like this weird shirt on that has a depiction of 3 girls, so obvious creep vibes, right? And a book that seems to kind of dedicate itself to some kind of weird extra-dimensional math that nobody understands and would ever spend the prime of their youth studying. But regardless, it doesn't look like he was any kind of adventurer or really anyone prepared to be dealing with the environment that he's in. Just the gear that he had on and the stuff that was in the book, it doesn't look like he was an adventurer. And there was a diary, but we couldn't read it. Or maybe diary, we couldn't read it, so we don't know. He also had this weird container of liquid that Vec thought infinite wisdom, again, 18 scout, decided to go ahead and drink it, and he started to feel a little bit funny later on, but everything was fine as everyone sipped it. Wasn't terrible tasting, but it had like this fizzy, bubbly flavor to it that it depends if it's your thing or not. Regardless, they'd already opened the container, and because foresight is non-existent in this group, we didn't realize that we couldn't close it afterwards. So instead, what we ended up doing was we have a jar that we could pour things into, and so we dumped the rest of the liquid into the jar, and I'm sure that there won't be like anything in it tomorrow morning. This is like totally not gonna happen. regardless, as we continue going on, is that for us, DM?
That was
In the
just me saying,
Oh,
because y'all called the girls on the shirt the Divine Trinity or some shit.
oh yeah. Those are 3 powerful deities from the astral sea.
The
So
Puff dimension.
the puff dimension.
Yeah. Puff
Um,
mention.
we continue on, and basically we realize that there's someone out there, and we try to approach them in a diplomatic fashion. This is the survivors of Kurast, and we have a little bit of a discussion. They're obviously afraid, concerned, and we talk them down. Each of us, not necessarily a lie, but we do demonstrate that we could be Nephilim. People have said that we do magic like Nephilim, so it's probably what we are, right? That makes sense and is not a lie. And for whatever reason, the people seem to buy it. Although we had Lazarus get shot with an arrow, which is unfortunate, but they survived. And the people seem terrified of Vec, rightly so. He's a damn beast, and you wouldn't want to mess with him on the best of days. So as we get there, as we get into the village and we speak with these people, they tell us that we might have invited danger to their village. They've seen things moving about, massive things moving about, and they're getting ready to tell us more about what they've seen, but they also had one of their own recently die. They had like tiny little holes in them as if they've been, stabbed like hundreds of thousands of times, and they were definitely poisoned by something. An old man kind of said he saw something like little dolls, and that's where we were about to learn about them. Mind, we were talking with the village elder, a pseudo leader, which is probably her, familiar or not familiar, her familial tie, or maybe it's just the strongest of the young men in the group, and then this older gentleman who seems to be the crackpot kook. He's the one that brought up the dolls, and we were about to speak with them. And I'm pretty sure that's everything that happened.
Yep.
Dude, nice recap.
So
That was a wild experience for me. Because I felt the memories coming in as he was speaking them. So I was just reliving everything.
Like, oh yeah, I got shot with an arrow.
Also, I
forgot
was
that.
with Vec. I was with Vec, not Thebe.
Well, Thebe and Vec were.
He was in the back.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
right. You're right. Thebe and Vec were scouting, but then Lazarus and Vec were the ones that investigated the body.
Yeah, because I cut up the Powerpuff shirt off this poor dude's corpse.
Yeah, right.
I stole his pants.
And stole his pants. Did we steal his
Same.
pants?
Yeah.
Now we did.
To clarify, the woman that spoke to the young gentleman who approached y'all at the beginning, her name is Margaret, or Marguerite, but she is, I said she was an older human. She's probably 40s, mid-40s, maybe. And the young gentleman with the large axe and the green and tan tones that he was wearing, that was speaking with you guys, that you presume to be some sort of leader, he's probably very early 20s. And you did hear him call her Ma at one point.
Yeah, that's why I said familiar, but we're not
Yeah.
sure, right? I don't think we've heard their names though. Right?
No, you have not.
Yeah, okay. Because I didn't. We tried to get them to tell us who they were, but they weren't too keen on talking to strangers.
But she did, and y'all were invited in. And yeah, that is where we left off. So, at this point, I see y'all had traveled. So at this point, it's getting close to the end of the day. The sun is still up, but it is on that side of the sky where you know that there's not a lot of time left before it disappears beyond the canopy and sets everything in darkness once again. this. No. This. There we go. Okay, so yeah, Marguerite, well, I will introduce myself. I am Marguerite. This is my son, Maurice. You say you saw Kurast, came through Kurast? We're not from Kurast, but we do, or did, work with them in trade. Some of us were related to some of them. Mostly just good friends with most of them. We all knew of Oramus, who you said, I believe, you found his body?
Did not say that, but that is very surprisingly, uncomfortably so accurate assumption.
I think you did say that because you mentioned something about Ormus and and that's when she spoke up. The first time, I believe. I can't.
I don't know.
Am I remembering that wrong? Because you said something about the gym.
Well, we talked about like Akara and Charcy, and then that's how we. That's what they seem to latch on to.
And the rogues.
Yeah, we were talking about the rogues encampment.
Oh, okay. Why did I think y'all spoke of Oramus? And I just watched the damn thing too. Anyways, well, I'll kind of restate some of that, or
Yeah, I mean,
change it up a little, I guess. You say you came from Kurast, but there were no survivors? None?
I give a glance at the others, unsure how to describe the situation.
Vec just kind of like just pokes up and no. Corpses.
You see a sad look in her eyes as the young man Maurice comes up. We saw the fire, and did not want to get close. We heard the screams, which is kind of what led us there to begin with, and then we saw the flames begin to build. We dared not venture into the village itself at that point. We have not been back since.
You were right to do so. Had you intervened, you likely would have ended up amongst the many dead.
Whatever did that, something's not been right since. The jungle, the swamps, the marsh, everything feels different. Evil. It fights us in our movement, it seems.
Has it always been like this?
No. Just two days? A couple of days? 3 at most? It's quiet. You hear the insects. and some of the aquatic life, but some of the larger the word escapes me all of a sudden. Uh, primates, I guess you'd say. And creatures of the four-legged variety. Large felines, cats. You don't hear the calls of them anymore. The birds. Everything is eerie, quiet. There's a presence. It feels as if it's creeping into my soul. At this point, his gaze is beyond you guys. It's almost like he's kind of looking at that space between. He's kind of talking almost like a memory or something that you see that almost a look of horror on his face as he's talking about this feeling that's, or this whatever this is that feels like it's creeping into his soul. He blinks and kind of snaps back and looks at you. Yes, the things are just not quite right. What is it you're doing here, anyways?
Does it seem like this dude is up to some kind of malicious intent or ulterior motive with that? Like, did it rub us the wrong way?
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay, cool.
With an 11, I mean, you believe he's kind of shaken with what you almost feel like this is the first time he's verbalized it, this feeling, and it's kind of shaken him as he kind of relives it or actually thinks about it and brings it to the forefront of his thoughts.
Gotcha.
But you can't tell if he's being deceptive or anything.
Yeah. Alright, so Thebe pulls out a long dried up leaf and then reaches into a particular bag on the side of him and pulls out something real sticky and begins rolling up the leaf in it. I know what you mean, man. As he puts it to his lips and lights it up. I think everywhere's kind of like that, you know? Like there's just this evil presence in the air, you know?
Yes, so you feel it too. Marguerite steps up. So you say... has it affected you? I find my anger to be quick the last day or so.
Oh, yeah. Thebe turns and looks at the group and kind of gives a knowing glance. I think we know exactly what that is. Yeah, it also makes your fingernails longer too. It's really weird. Yeah,
What?
we don't know. But those things, I don't know what to call them other than maybe demons? That demonic entity, that anyway, we think that they almost leave like a trail in their wake, you know? And it just pisses off everything around it. as Thebe takes like another long inhale, breathes out. Dude, even the forest is kind of shitty to us. Have you guys noticed that?
Maurice, yes, as I said, it seems the forest, the land around us fights our every step through it lately.
Oh, my bad, Maurice. I didn't realize you said that. Yeah. Agreed, man. You know?
There is something moving throughout the land here. We have not seen it, but we've heard it at a distance. It sounds as if it's walking on the trees as opposed to weaving through the trees. We found broken trees, we found large, misshapen footprints.
He looks to Vec, trying to meet his eye.
Vec looks back. Yes. Large steps.
And the dolls, don't forget the dolls. They just spring up out of the mud, like born of the earth. You see Maurice kind of tilt his head back, close his eyes, and shake his head a little. Ay, Kuyon, shut up. And he kind of waves him away. Marguerite shoots Maurice a glance as the old man here that spoke up and said that. He just kind of he looks down at the ground for a moment, but then he looks back at you guys. He's got a look in his eyes, fearful, weary. You're not sure, but he's. Oh, that's not him. Sorry, this guy. He's older, probably for humans, 60-ish or so. Wiry, but doesn't look to be frail. Living out here, you stay in decent shape, even as an older person having to get through and survive on the land out here. But he doesn't look overly like. Looking at him, you wouldn't. He doesn't look like he's out of his mind. But he is very insistent upon this. And he also, after a moment, and large, the bat creatures, they suck your soul from you. And this Marguerite will walk over and put her hand on his shoulder. Look, come lay down. That's enough, Woodrow.
I would hold out a hand to her and wait. You've already said this before. There are plenty of things that could be out there. You yourself have seen impossible things. Should we not err on the side of caution and hear what he has to say? There is such a thing out there. We should learn of its capabilities from whatever stories he can tell us.
Oh, that's just it. They're just no. I saw them. They swarmed over the large. He describes a beast. At this point, it sounds like he's talking about a tree, a moving, living tree. He said that the tree had large trunk-like appendages, and I'm sorry, he's talking about the dolls at this point again. But the large tree thing, he says is tall as a tree with large trunk-like appendages or arms. But they didn't seem to attack it. They swarmed over it, and it just carried them like they were like passengers. And everybody here, other than you guys, all these people here, just kind of shaking their head. I don't think he knows exactly what he saw.
I would look at Vec. Does that sound like about the right size of whatever you saw the previous evening, Vec?
Beck looks over. Maybe. But did not see. Too dark. Only saw footprints.
I think I fall into a thoughtful silence and like rubbing my chin. I mean, it sucks because she's not here. And I'm going off of the fact that she's made her character a certain way. But, actually, no, she hasn't. Never mind. I'm shutting up. Please continue.
Maurice, during this time, he's using the end of his axe. He's pulled out a knife and he begins to carve something into the ground. It's not exact, but it does resemble the large, massive footprint that you saw that night, Vic. Is this what you saw?
Yes. That is what I saw.
He immediately looks up to Marguerite and then looks over at Boudreaux. We have yet to see one of these. Well, maybe he has seen one, but I found the prints. Many of us, as he looks at some of the others, especially the ones that have come in that have the camouflage on, that had you guys, that were alongside you guys when y'all first made contact here. They've kind of stepped out now. None of us have actually seen these things, but what he says just makes no sense. A tree? A massive tree just coming to life, moving? And the dolls, I found no evidence of that. None of us have.
So, that's to people from where we're from, meaning Simon, Ross, Rowan, and Veg. That's not abnormal, right? We know of creatures like that.
I mean, yeah, you've probably... I'm not going to make anybody roll because of the collective knowledge here. Y'all probably heard of treants. Y'all probably heard of, different creatures that do exactly like that or sound like that in your worlds.
It might be able to confirm his story. As Thebes, really getting into his cigar. Why don't we just ask the trees,
I give him Ross gives him a skeptical look, and I think Rowan would give him a smile because she knows his classic thief.
Well, she's actually seen him speak to trees before too.
I know.
So,
that's why she smiles.
The people here, the villagers here, just kind of look at you. You see them looking at you at Thebe the same way they look at this older guy here.
Yeah, Thebe kind of shrinks, noticing all the eyes. His eyes are a little glazed over right now, and his confidence wavers. But as he makes eye contact, probably with Simon and Ross over in that vicinity, he kind of sits up a little straighter. What? All right, fine. I'll just get started, and then you'll see. That's fine. Gotta all look at me. Just damn it. Did that not go through? Come on.
No, yeah. I'm waiting. I'm trying to give other people a chance to do stuff.
Yeah, so Thebe will walk over and start talking to some vegetation, out yonder.
Okay.
Ross would kind of, as through the link, he's not really, to everyone except Thebe, if that's possible, he's not really going to try and talk to a tree, right? That's metaphor.
That
So
is kind of. You just visibly see Vex shrug because he's never seen this.
Oh no, he's they're gonna do it.
Yeah, Rowan will speak up. Well, I've seen him speak to plants. I've seen him speak to animals even. Whatever he does, it works.
But he's not a druid. I've seen him burning plants and inhaling them, the fumes, the vapors.
He is a druid, I believe. From all the stories we've heard.
Most backwards druid I've ever met, I say, and I look over expectantly at the brown wrinkling my brow. Ross does, anyway. Sorry.
Yeah, as your spell goes off, you feel a connection around you, Thebe, as...
I wanted to flavor it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So just so everyone can picture this, Thebe sitting down meditative style, kind of legs folded, butterfly, arms out, and initially just nothing happens. It's like a little weird dude sitting in the woods. The only real visible signs is the wind starts to pick up, like a little bit abnormally, and you could maybe see every now and then a brief whisper of something Thebe is muttering under his breath. And almost all at once, a large gust of wind comes in, and you see these trees moving with this paranormal wind. Only in that little vicinity there. And as they creak and croak, and the winds blow their breeze, that's actually the tree speaking.
I would add a little something to that, as that bond, as that sentience connects between you and the trees here and the plant life. For those watching, you see what he described, but you also see the ferns and the limbs and the boughs of this little tree on the side of him all tend to kind of shift and sway and lean in towards the center of this entire thing, which is Thebe. Just slightly. Yeah, Thebe, you feel a connection. What would you say?
Hi guys, my name is Thebe. It's nice to meet you. Do you have a second to talk?
You hear 1,000 voices in your head, all different pitches and tones. Yes.
So like almost out of nowhere, she's like, "Whoa, not everyone at once. Hold on. I appreciate it. Do you mind if I just call on you individually? How about the banana tree right there? Would you mind talking to me first? Is that okay?" He says this like out loud.
No, he's gone mad.
Yeah, in your mind, Thebe, you hear, yes. But everybody else just hears the wind kind of pick up briefly. As Thebe says that out loud, there seems to be a response, but you guys, I don't know. You see what you see.
Yes. So, all right. Cause I can't talk to too many plants at once. So if you could just speak for the group, that would be great here. I am looking to know and find out what sort of entities, creatures, plants, dolls, anything weird that's been traveling through this area that hasn't been here, before the last couple of moons. It's rather of a new thing, right? And Thebe gets like a general time frame and tries to convey exactly when they would have potentially first started appearing.
Right. It is a limited sentience that you grant them. So the response is only seeing you. You get the sense that you is the general term you, as in you and your friends and these other creatures, people.
Okay, so they don't recognize anything other than us? Is that the general?
I mean, you know what? Give me an insight check, just to check something here. Let's see your understanding. Wait, hold up, not insight.
I mean, also Thebe would know that these guys are local, right? Like,
Yeah. So it's your spell. So as an understanding, a general understanding of the spell is you speak to the trees and the plants or whatever. They can't see beyond their immediate life. You know what I mean? So if it hasn't been, if something hasn't walked through here directly, they can't tell you about it. They haven't seen that.
Right, which is why I asked it to kind of confirm amongst the plants in general in the area.
Right.
Do a little poll, so to speak. Put the feelers out there. But if that's not something that they can do, then gotcha.
We are
Okay.
dying.
Oh shit. Why?
Don't know. Air is bad.
Alright, here. Hope it gets better. We're gonna try and make things better. I don't know if it'll happen in time. But maybe if I can't save you, I could save some other plant, you know? Could you help me understand? Are there any circumstances that have befallen this area? Any movement of creatures that's not normal?
It'll say again and add something to it, but it'll say air is bad. Water foul.
Or two, huh? Okay. Last question. What direction is it the worst?
Direction?
Which he points to your branches. Which of your branches feels the air that's bad the worst?
Damn. Alright. You see this gust of wind that has kind of surrounded you and is constantly kind of very gently blowing, this breeze. The breeze kind of whips around, and you see some of the limbs on the eastern side of the tree here. Well, for this map, this wouldn't be east, but just for visual representation, the eastern side of the tree, the limbs and the boughs kind of shake and blow in the wind.
Okay. Thank you. Also, can I have one of your bananas, if you don't mind?
It hurts. But sure.
Oh, thanks, man. I'll tell you what. I'll wait a little while, and maybe it'll hurt a little less, you know?
Always hurts.
He hears that and feels the empathy, and what I will try and do is just soothe it with a little druidcraft.
I feel you, buddy. I hear you. That hurts? Yeah. Snap. He's eating my nutsack! No.
Steve speaks to the trees, but the trees only speak in Vietnamese.
Yeah. Druidcraft, what exactly are you attempting to do with your Druidcraft?
Soothe it.
What
It's
the
really
fuck
just
was
about,
that?
I'm not sure.
That was really
Violent
loud.
Druidcraft.
Yeah, it was very violent druidcraft.
That was
It's
loud
more of
as
a-
fuck.
It's more of a soothe. If the spell makes things blossom, I imagine that something about druidcraft has an innate property of growth and or feeling good, which is the opposite of dying. And so using that, I would like to attempt to soothe it, just to, I don't know, make it feel better. But as Thebes doing this, the main point he's going to get across is to the group as he drops the spell, Speak with Plants.
Okay.
We need to go in deeper. The trees haven't seen anything in this area, which makes sense. If there's something bad here, it probably would have destroyed this place. So maybe the trees somewhere else could. If we see another sign, we can ask those trees about it. But these trees, they're not sure. At least we're heading in the right direction, though. He says to the group.
Yeah, so during all this, so while you were having your conversation, the lady here looks to the rest of the group. Does he really think he can speak with the trees? She obviously heard your conversation as well, Ross. That you brought your doubts to the forefront also, so...
I asked for the link.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, she states it out loud.
Come on, guys.
I mean, Beck shrugged to you physically.
He does.
He does think that? Or he does that?
He does that. It's hard to explain. It's better if you don't think about it too hard.
Thinks about it too hard.
Aside from the Rougarou, as she kind of motions towards Vec here, and your lizard friend, as she looks over at Laz, maybe you are Nephilim. Have you always had these powers?
I no speak to trees.
I'm trying. I'm really trying. Simon, please say something.
This is a merry band of idiots.
Mary. I wouldn't say Mary.
Maybe Ross isn't.
Simon, what you got, buddy?
What do you mean, what do I have?
I mean, fucking Ross is the only one talking. Ross and Thieves the only one talking.
I got shot.
So your mouth stopped
Ripping
working?
on the devil.
What the fuck?
Last time I did anything with these people, I got shot.
God.
I
Okay.
skipped across a pond.
Oh my god.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
This is true.
Stressing. Rowan would reply gently and just say, It's a bit complicated, but yes, each of us have found that life has brought to us powers that, in many ways, we can't explain why. If that makes us Nephilim, I suppose that's what we are then.
That is the best explanation I've ever heard.
You don't know
She
if
gives
you're
you a
Nephilim?
very smile.
You don't know if you're Nephilim? What land do you come from? Do you come from the area? Are you from the north? That's a hand wave conversation if y'all wish to do it. Y'all have had to explain this several times to people. So if y'all would like to use this moment to kind of give her the rundown, just say so. We don't have to go through all that again. But just know that it's everybody you run into is probably going to ask you, where the fuck are you from?
Yeah, it's a valid question. I mean, I feel like Ross wouldn't hide it, and he'd probably speak fairly quickly, guys, so... I mean,
Okay.
unless anyone's really opposed to it, I say we just tell her.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
This better not wind up in me getting shot again.
So this is about
You're
an
not
hour.
gonna-
This is about an hour conversation because there's questions and, you know, you have to verify things. And but yeah, about an hour passes during this. And at this point, people have kind of gathered, listening in awe almost. Maybe disbelief. Some of the looks on their faces looks like maybe they don't believe you. Some of them seem to be enthralled. There's some indifference there. But they listen. She asks, listens to explanations. Well, if you believe you were brought here to help, I don't know what we can do for you. You are much more powerful than any of us, but we can at least offer you a place to sleep tonight, a safe place.
We would humbly accept it, Ross says, kind of giving a look to the others. You imagine an explanation why will come later, but
Very
if there's
well.
anything we can do to help you, we'd happily do so.
Well, I don't think there's anything we need. Whatever it was that passed through here a couple days ago, it was kept moving. But even from the distance that it was, I didn't even see it. I could feel a sickness coming from it. I don't think there's anything we could do. And I don't think there's any way you can help us other than we're doing what you've said and possibly killing whatever it is. These demons, I guess you called them. You know, when I was a child, we've heard stories of the Haradrim. If that is the things you are up against, what the Haradrim fought in the stories, if they are true, well, I wish you all the luck.
You don't need luck. I mean,
Well, come, we have plenty of food as you see this boar that has been roasting, and at this point causing your mouths to drool even more with the seasoning and the meat and the fat just in the fire as it drips in. They offer you a meal, and who has, let's see, 22. Simon, Jesus Christ. Simon, Laz, and Rowan. You three will notice that during the course of this hour to hour and a half conversation y'all have had with her and these other people.
Oh wait, so is Thebe a part of the conversation then? I mean,
Yeah.
he would have been back, right? Okay.
Yeah. But he doesn't have a super high perception like they do. His is high, but it's not as high. Or passive perception, that is. You guys kind of glance around and notice that the vines and foliage, the vines and plant life around these huts have already crept up several inches just since y'all got here, as if to slowly overtake the huts. The ground around the pit, the fire pit there, the plants grow up along these looks like clay stones that they've placed around the pit. They don't grow over into it, obviously because of the heat, but they have grown up around it. Even the table here next to Rowan, the legs have small vines have slowly grown up the legs, just in the time that y'all been in here.
Quick question. This is Laz speaking to What's Her Grace.
Is this the first time you've spoken?
No.
No. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Do the plants normally grow so aggressively here?
What do you mean?
Well, and I'm gonna like flick my eyes from like the fire pit to like the sides of the huts and everything. Since we've gotten here, the foliage surrounding your huts has grown. Like a lot. Like noticeably a lot.
You see everybody within earshot actually starts to kind of look around. They look at the fire pit, they look at the table. No, but our people have noticed that moving through the jungles, they seem to be harassed or hindered by the land itself. Oh, this is not good. Could this be from the things that passed through here a couple of days ago?
It's possible. The better concern is it safe to stay here overnight?
Well, I'm not so certain now. But it's just plants. What? I think it'll be okay. Only one way to tell, I guess.
Perhaps it would be wiser for your people to make for the river. Have any vessels that can cross the water, at least for the time being. The waters you may be safe. Not far from the bank, mind you, but to be honest, I don't think they would be anyway, because of the crocs.
I'm not going to be running from my home.
Yeah, okay, Marie says that?
Somebody says that. One of the men speak up. The young the gentleman here that had this stick, the sharpened stick spear. We're not going to be run from our homes. That's not going to happen. You hear murmurs amongst the rest of the people there, whispers, but it seems to slowly be becoming a debate all of a sudden, as this is, it just never even crossed their minds until this moment.
A discussion best had after dinner.
Glenn,
Yes,
looking for something.
after dinner, as she speaks loudly to kind of get everyone's attention to quiet them down. Yeah, you guys at that point, little hardened clay, plates, and some of them offer you bits of meat on these large leaves. Among the food is, along with the meat, there are some cut, looks like roots and vegetables of some sort. They obviously edible, but they feed you with whatever they have available to place food on, and there's a meal to be had. Over the course of that meal, anybody gonna bring up anything? You do hear murmurs and whispers here and there as one or two people, or two or three people discussing having to leave, talking about just the plant life. All of now that you've brought it up, encroaching upon their homes. They seem to have sparked a little fear in some of them with that Lazarus.
What? What, little demon can't open his mouth and tell people of the encroaching doom?
I'll add. I'll be like, is there any settlements nearby? Other people, safety in numbers. Surely you, this little village in Kurast, are not the only two.
Well, there were some in. They were scattered. There are resources here. We don't have towns, but more small villages like this, with 10, 15 people at most, scattered throughout the swamp and jungle. We trade with Kurast, who in turn trades with Lutgolain. We don't need much, but there are some things the land does not provide. Small comforts that we procure from Lutgolain trade.
Alright.
Oh, I think he was talking to his wife. But we move, and now that you look at the huts here, they're while they are very functional, they do appear to have been thrown together hastily and temporarily. We move often. We've only been here for a couple of weeks. Another week or two and we would be moving on.
Maybe. Be in safety in number.
Say that again, Vec. I had to turn you up a little.
Maybe you should go be safety in number.
Well, given what you've said, and given what we have discovered, heard, seen prints, I I don't know that I would risk everyone traveling through the jungle. The way you came from Kurast was clear? You came
No.
across no dangers?
Well, no danger. But jungle fight.
I would
Hard to
say
push
that.
through.
We didn't come across a body, remember? Whatever got him was directly on our path. Just because we didn't run into anything doesn't mean they won't. You know?
True.
You say you came across the body?
Yeah.
Yes.
As she
Wait,
looks
better
around it, I'm sorry. She looks around at her people. She looks from one to one, each one, almost like she's taking a head count. What did this body look like? Was it a young man? Old man?
Young man.
Wearing
Strange clothes.
We are not
Yeah.
missing anyone.
Have you seen any strange people walking through this forest? Not dangerous, necessarily, just strange. Like they don't belong here.
You are the first people we've seen since, well, in a few weeks. But as far as people that don't belong or look out of place, we have never seen that. We don't get travelers through here, you see. Not exactly a welcoming place.
Lazarus is gonna like slightly, like silently rub his shoulder.
Yeah, she notices, and she looks back at the young lady who actually shot you, briefly. Sorry about that. What is it? What exactly are you looking for here? Are you just following these things, trying to catch them?
In a sense.
Looking for source.
As far as we know, whatever it is that's probably causing this is looking to do it everywhere.
Maybe you should seek Zakarum. The council could help you with information.
Where could we find him?
Where are those guys at?
Wait, isn't that where we're looking? Supposed to be looking?
Yes, it is.
Do you know the way?
It's east. Zakarum is... You can't miss it. It's a very large... temple town. It was once a large city, but the jungle kind of overtook it. But there are still many that live there. The council... it is run by the council who head the Zakarum. They, well... They may know exactly what you need, or what you seek.
When is the last time you've heard or seen this council?
You see her kind of look up. Maybe 10 years ago?
How far away from here?
Oh, it's about a week and a half east of here.
I mean, that's the direction we were gonna head anyway, so.
Yeah. Do we know if we're staying the night here, or are we gonna move on?
I mean, Ross was planning on staying the night. They gave us the option too, so.
Yeah. Just real quick, before we do anything else, I want to see something. Lazarus is gonna saunter his way over to the fire pit and look at the vines. Like the growing vines. I want to see if I can sense any magic in them.
No. I won't even make you roll. No, you don't sense any magic in them.
Damn it. Never mind. Just a thought.
Mind sharing with the rest of us?
It would be kind of useless right now. Maybe. I was thinking. I was hoping that this vine growth wasn't natural. But it seems like it is. Which means this forest may be more alive than we think.
Why would the growth being unnatural be good thing?
You see, do you remember? I don't think you were there. And I'll explain to Ross about how every so often runes will appear on my horn and give me knowledge that I hadn't previously had. And one of them more or less translates into your tongue into arcane negation. I can disable magic, and I was hoping I could stop this plant growth without burning the forest down. And I really don't want to do that.
You would see Ross, who'd be out of his armor at this point, kind of sitting and enjoying with everyone. He would nod slowly. Well, not applicable here, but certainly a good thing for us all to keep in mind later on. Thank you, Mr. Lazarus.
I will continue. I will sit back down and continue grossly devouring whatever meat is in front of me.
RP that ASMR for me.
Yeah, just like that.
I think that deserves a DM inspiration, but you know, that's just me. I'll give them my inspiration. Do I have one?
What?
Do
What
I
the
have
hell
one?
just happened to the music?
I don't have one. Damn
You
it.
put on signs
There
of
it goes.
people.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
Describe what it looks like while Lazarus is.
Yeah.
There's like flecks of like blood and grease just like all over his maw. There's a little bit like on his eyebrows and stuff, like all over his face. Think a child learning to eat pudding for the first time, except it's like feral and a little terrifying.
Oh, that's pretty much Vec right there, but much larger.
Cutest Pikachu ever. I can't not see Lazarus as Pikachu now.
Two
It's
peas
stuck
in a
in my
pod.
head.
What's
Two
the
peas in a gross feral pod.
what's the opposite of consecrated ground? I can't remember.
Desecrated.
Desecrated. Yeah.
So it's basically what I'm doing to this fucking pork chop here.
Desecrating that pork leg.
Yeah.
What a description. What an adjective. Goodness.
So while this is going on,
Or what a verb, actually. Go ahead, sorry.
no, you're good. Thebe will reach into his bag that he got back from Rowan, and pull out a root, and begin planting it into the ground nice and snug with a little bit of extra fertilizer from his herbalism kit, so it grows a little quicker. I'll try and do it marked off so no one will step on it, some rocks around it, and then sit kind of cross-legged again, fold my arms, and the wind will pick up as Phoebe kind of just starts like humming to himself. Out loud, I guess, but to himself, seemingly.
Are you
And I
casting
will cast-
something?
Yes, I'm gonna
Okay.
cast plant growth.
Oh shit! And what did you plant?
Mhm.
An
Oh.
angel root.
My
Yep.
God!
They knew it.
Where did you plant
Yeah.
it at?
So I planted it kind of center mass in the middle
In the village.
So
of the village, and I
say
marked it
there?
off with some. Yeah, we could say pretty close to where we're at now. Just a ways away, cause
Okay.
people are moving in and out to eat.
Maybe close to the edge of the water, like about here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Smooth.
plant growth. Okay. How fast does this take effect? You're casting the quick version of it, yes?
Yeah, I'm not sitting here for a year.
No, you only need to cast it 8 hours.
Yeah,
for-
if you
for
do it
that
8
effect.
hours, it has a massive effect, as opposed to the quick action, which takes what, an action? Yeah, and it's 100 foot. So,
What time of day is it right now?
it's evening. The sun is
It's evening.
the sun is down behind the trees. There's still that faint light that you get from it kind of coming through the canopy of the trees, but it is very quickly getting dark at this point.
So 8 hours would be like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, but I am a half elf, so with
Yeah,
4
could-
hours I would still be okay.
Could Thebes still get their long rest? I think is the question, DM.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as nothing interrupts y'all.
Yeah, all he needs is 4 hours, and we can keep watch over Thebe.
Probably also should tell us what he's doing.
Yeah, so Thebe will say, I'm gonna work on something to try and protect the village more long term, if you guys decide to stay here. I don't know how close the other villages are, but let me work my magic and see what I could do to help. And so Thebe will also say that the plant in particular, needs to be. It shouldn't need to be cared for much. It just needs to not be tampered with while it's growing. The growth process should last. It should only need maybe a week or so, based off this experience with.
Right.
The
Well, this
rogue.
happens instantly, actually, if you do the quick version of it.
No, I'm gonna do the 8-hour version.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
okay.
gonna go all out. Yeah.
All right. As he begins casting, you guys see him do this, and you see him sit down and do as he said he was doing. You immediately see a difference in the vibrance of the plants around him within about a 10-foot radius. And it slowly begins to kind of spread very, very slowly as he sits here and you watch. But the leaves, everything that you've seen since you've gotten here, the foliage has all had this kind of limp and not quite green, almost brown, whereas it's looks like it's beginning to die off. Even the vines and the different things that have crossed your path and tried to stop you have still had that look of not quite vibrant thriving plant life, I guess. Everything has this look of barely hanging on type situation. And you now see the huge difference in the plant life immediately around Thebe and 15 feet away from Thebe. There's a huge difference there in the vibrance and coloration of the plant life. And it slowly begins to spread as Thebe sits here and does his thing. It also begins to grow slightly as some of the foliage begins to I don't know another word, so fuck y'all. As some of it begins
Bloom?
to kind of stand more erect, as they seem to be kind of wilted looking.
I like this spell.
So yeah, uh, yeah.
They
What
all
are the
look
rest
like
of you gonna do?
asparagus.
I'm sorry, Simon. What was that?
They all look like asparagus.
More like eggplant, but alright.
Oh, even better.
Mushrooms? I don't know.
Just the tips.
Just the tips.
I
Oh,
will
my God.
stand watch over Thebe while he is, working his magic.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be at it a while, but yeah, definitely you can watch over him. No. As a matter of fact, if Ross, I think Ross is interested in seeing shit like this. I think at some point you'd kind of step closer to Thebe and kind of look and see what he was doing or whatever. The Within about 10 foot around him, it's almost an instant effect. You feel actually because you don't know this, but yeah, you feel a polar opposite. Like the second you step within that area, you feel as though that presence that is constantly trying to seep in is completely gone. And you feel almost like a weight lifted off your shoulders that maybe you didn't realize was there until just now.
Yeah, I sit cross-legged for the better part of whatever watch I have to do, nearby Thief, giving him a smile. While he's not looking, mind you. If he looks at me, I give him stern reassurance, you know what I mean? The teacher's encouragement, but otherwise I'm proud of my boy.
This you absolutely recognize as druid magic.
Yep.
What about the rest of you as the night slowly encroaches and the people you see begin to make preparations to head off to bed? I need to roll this again. Hold on.
I will. Well, Vec would take a watch, and I guess help these villagers with patrol and looking out.
Rowan would hurriedly, and I mean, she's like, I don't think we need to, burden them with watch. We're guests here. Maybe we should, take watch. Yes, in fact, I'll take the first watch. Yes, and she kind of looks around at the sky, and you can see her nervously rubbing her arms as though she's cold, and it's hot, right? I mean, yes, I'll take first watch.
All right. One more thing. As you guys are having this discussion, you once again hear the trill of some strange bird in the distance. Sounds very much like the ones you heard during the last session when the people were watching you. You immediately see all the people here kind of perk up and look in anticipation. And Maurice gives a very quick trilling sound back, almost in response, as they all leap to their feet.
I don't like what you're doing here.
The sound came from this direction. As you now hear something rushing through the trees and foliage. You see three people rushing through from the foliage here.
Oh no!
As the two on the outside who are dressed similarly to sorry, unselect them, thank you. Similarly to these people here, but they have long flowing capes with hoods over them, dark green, some browns. There are some leaves and branches kind of sticking out here and there for camouflage. They move quietly, even though they are being careless and dragging someone with them. They move still fairly quietly. As they rush in, Margaret and Maurice immediately approach. Thibaut, what happened? As the person they're carrying, they are dragging this guy. This person, and you notice that the one here is actually a female. The one in the middle, he doesn't look too well. His skin is a very sickly green color. Yes, this happened as y'all were discussing patrols. And sus eyes. Something attacked. The lady speaks up. Thibaut steps forward as they lay the man on the ground. The one they refer to as Thibaut steps forward. We didn't see what it was. But he's not doing too well. Can you do something? As Marguerite approaches and begins to look over the man laying on the ground here. I don't see any wounds. What had happened? Well, I'm not sure we found him like this. We heard a scream, and when we came upon him, he was... But look, and you see him reach down. You guys, nobody said anything about approaching, so from where y'all are...
No,
oh, okay.
Definitely. Yeah, she was already as soon as they came by.
Okay.
But go ahead, please.
He slides up some of the man's sleeves, removes some of his clothing, and you see little tiny puncture marks all over him.
Mm-mm.
His breathing is ragged as he struggles to breathe. And as I said, his skin is like a sickly green look. Has a sickly green tint to it. There's a little spittle coming out the corner of his mouth.
Does anyone else want to do anything? I feel like Rowan kind of moved before anyone got the chance to.
Seeing Rowan run up, I would have followed closely behind.
Yeah, so would Vec.
And seeing the pricks, I would have spoken up. The guy in the forest had these same wounds. But
What the hell is that? The woman pulls out. She steps back and pulls out a short sword, and it looks like a dagger or a knife in one hand. The man steps back, looking at Vec, and his reaction isn't quite so violent, but he does step back, and he has his bow, and his hand moves towards a quiver that actually hangs at his waist as opposed to on his back.
right at this point, I'm just going to look up at her with a "Are you for real right now, bitch?" kind of look on my face.
I wonder how that looks on a kobold. Like,
Right? Yeah. Marguerite immediately. It's fine. It's fine. And calms the situation quickly. You've been gone for days. How far were you?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just do it.
The man Thibaut. About 3 days. North of here. North and east.
Real quick, while they're talking, I want to say in our mental link.
Oh shit.
Who did you shoot? Oh.
It sounded like a shot.
Pop, pop! Put him out of his misery. He was dead anyway.
It was a small mercy.
Oh, you did lesser restoration. Never mind then.
So, I mean, it did not work.
You see an instant change in this man. The sickly green tint to his skin slowly fades back into a more healthy flesh color. His breathing becomes less ragged. And but he's still unconscious, but he physically looks much healthier than he did just a second ago.
Yeah. I'll say in the mental link. You might want to save your magic. Don't we have some ointment that might be able to help him?
Yes. I'm not sure it would have... I just reacted. I'm sorry. You're right.
I think Rowan would understand, because of the nature of that spell she cast. I think she would understand it was... This man, it was severely poisoned.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also feel like, just given what
Yeah.
Rowan, the way Rowan is, I feel like there's
Yeah.
some things that she would do and then be like, ah, there was a better choice
She
later.
can be very
Right. Well, I'm
impulsive
just
when it
telling
comes to
you-
healing people.
No, I know exactly what Lazarus is talking about. I looked at it before I did it.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I was just saying that in case y'all had not deduced that, Rowan understands that after casting the spell, she understands, oh, it was poison. So-
It was funny because I had looked at it and I was about to speak up right as the bullet of lesser restoration went off.
Healing
Like,
bullet! Pop, pop.
Let me get my healing Glock out. Hold on.
Yeah, sorry, but go ahead. That's the reply you got, Laz.
Yeah. Let me do something. And I'm gonna I want to take out that little jar of
Keogamins or whatever.
Keatomes.
yeah,
Keatones.
sure.
Whatever the fuck it
Keatomes
is.
ointment. And I want to take some on my hand and try rubbing it on this man. On his injuries.
Oh, on his injuries. Good point of specification.
I'm gonna give little lizard rub down with the ointment.
Vec, while they're doing that, is going to like walk up behind and stand guard over here in
What is
case
that
something were to
stuff
come from behind.
called?
You're talking about the ointment, right?
Yeah, how do you spell? I can never remember.
Keoghton.
Yeah.
It's not even.
It's in my
here.
inventory if you want to see it.
Keo.
Yeah.
I put it in the chat.
Ghton. Yeah.
It's not in the list here. What the hell, man?
It's in my inventory if you want to see it.
Yeah, it's an actual D&D item.
Can you?
It's
Is
on
it a
middle.
usable item in your inventory?
It is.
Yeah, it has a certain amount of doses.
Okay. If you want to click on the man and use it.
Where's the man? There's the man.
Should do some healing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2d8 plus 2 points. Okay. Let's see if it'll let you use it.
Oh, that was me using it. Should I just
Yeah.
roll?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta roll. It's not set
Uh,
up. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, just roll 2d8 plus 2.
Yeah.
And it contains 1d4
Holy shit,
plus
good.
1
10.
doses. Damn, max. Well, not max, but a lot.
All right. Yeah, after you apply this, after a few seconds, you see the ointment as you rub it in. You see it kind of fade or maybe be absorbed into this man's skin. You see his eyes flutter open as the small puncture wounds across his body slowly begin to close up. And as he realizes, he kind of sits up and looks around, startled, and then seeing everyone there, he relaxes quickly. But did you kill them? They swarmed me. They were everywhere.
Yeah, Rowan would just speak to calm him. We don't have to RP it, but she would just say, you know, kind of like, easy, calm down. Let's explain it slowly from the beginning.
You don't want to do the Rowan voice?
No, I want you guys to RP.
You sound different today, Rowan.
Oh my god, I can't.
You have a
stand
cold?
it.
Are you a horse?
Please,
Like,
DM.
Is there a frog in your throat or something? You sound a little odd.
This is kind of deep.
So, have you been taking testosterone pills? No. All right. The man he briefly describes. So, first off, he is dressed similarly to the other two, except on his head he has what looks like the skin of some type of what you would understand to be like a moose or deer of some sort, as a head ornament, and it comes down and that forms kind of his cape, like the tanned hide of it forms his cape. He describes what looked like distorted children, or but they were wearing masks of some sort. But they came at him and very quickly overran him. Like the way he's talking, there were 20, 30 of these things. And he doesn't know why they didn't finish him off. But apparently these two came rushing through. They'll explain that they came rushing through as they heard him scream. They ran in that direction, and they saw something kind of scattering through the jungle, but they didn't actually see what it was. From that context, you figure maybe their quick approach is pretty much what saved him. I don't know. You're not sure why or how, but yeah.
From the sounds of it, they did finish you off. Or at least they thought they did.
I felt a sting. It was almost instantly. I felt sick, and then I felt several more all at once. Before I fell to the ground, I saw them rushing at me. I don't know what they were, but something spooked them, I think.
Oh, quick question. How many doses of that ointment do we have in our
Roll
jars?
a 1d4 plus 1.
Oh, I just assumed max charges. Okay.
3, so you got 2 left.
Okay. Well, look
Should
at
probably
you.
do that too.
Oh, shit. But wait, 1d4 plus 5.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
So you also have
Sounds
to.
legit.
No, just roll again.
It's overflowing.
Alright, so you had 4.
Exit now. I don't know if you have the mod that allows you to mimic items, but I did set up the background, the logic behind it, Adam of mine.
On your sheet.
Mm-hmm.
go to your sheet. Inventory. It's in your inventory?
Yeah. For equipment. It's got 4 charges and it's got a healing one.
I don't see it.
Rowan, sorry, not Ross.
Gotcha. Okay.
I am Rowan now. I told you this.
Kogan's armament. Alright, I'm going to just pull that onto Lazarus's. Since you said you affected the
Hit dice. Oh, the healing. Yeah.
healing part of it? Okay. I'm gonna delete yours, Lazarus. Drag this one over there. And I will adjust your how many charges did you have, Laz? 2? You got 2
3.
left? Okay.
Yeah, I have 2 left.
Okay. There you go. But anyways, yeah, he gives you the rundown of the story. They kind of add their stuff, and after that, things seem to settle down. They do ask if they were followed. They immediately reply that they don't believe so. But then they weren't exactly being careful about leaving a trail, as they were just trying to get him here for Marguerite to look at. So...
Thieves probably busy casting.
Yep.
I would... Beck. Lazarus. If you would, I'll stay here with Thebe. And... Master... Simon.
Stay here with Thebe and masturbate? What?
Yeah,
Master Son?
Yes.
back to back.
That's... yeah. That's exactly what I said. Thanks.
You're not bros if you don't back to back with them.
No! Alright! Would the explanation have been 10 minutes, by the way? Because I would have tried to put my armor on.
You would have tried to put what?
My armor back on.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have time.
Okay.
Yeah, Beck is already like covering the entrance where these guys came from to see if any more were following behind them.
Oh boy, we moving like a mercenary unit. I see you.
Yeah,
Hey.
they come through where they come through. Again, around this particular area, it's not thick jungle. It's more of the marshland. So the foliage is not, the vines aren't all like trying to block your path and all that. But where they came through at, actually, oh man, Thebes' spell is starting to have an effect here, as it is now spread from him about 35-40 feet away from him. So it is slowly growing, but not so. It's growing very slowly, but fast enough you can actually see the change. So it's got to affect how much? 100 miles? If you do that in an hour? Let's
half
see.
a mile.
No, it's half a mile. Yeah.
100 miles.
Yeah, no, actually,
Plant
yeah,
growth.
DM, 100 miles.
A half a
yeah,
mile
but-
radius centered. Okay, for 1 year. Okay. Where did I see 100?
Holy shit.
Oh, 100
There's
foot
100
radius.
feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew I saw 100. Damn it! Fuck y'all. So
2,500 feet in each direction. Yeah, this thing's growing pretty fast.
yeah. So if it's gonna go a half a mile in the course of 8 hours, it's gonna travel feet quickly. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Uh,
It's like... Oh, go ahead.
it's like what?
It's
the half
something
of them.
like 300-ish feet an hour, right?
Yeah, well, half a mile is what?
So-
1,250 feet? Something like that. Or
I thought it
12,
was 2,500.
13? Well, 1 mile is 2,500.
No, 1 mile... is 1 mile not closer to 5,000 feet? Or am I off?
No, oh,
Yeah,
yes,
dude,
you're right, you're right.
Bear. Come on, bro.
Yeah. 5,000 feet. So, yeah, 2,500 feet is half a mile. Hey, man, it's been a
So,
long
yeah.
time since I was a surveyor, bro.
All good. It's around 300 feet an hour.
Yeah.
So depending on how long has passed, if half an hour passed, to be 150 feet out in each
Yeah.
direction.
I mean, even 15 minutes, dude, you'd see the difference almost immediately within
Yep,
50
75
feet.
feet.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, Ross and Rowan, because of your natures, you immediately feel the difference. You feel... It's almost like you feel it just kind of slide off of you. This feeling of evil, this persistent death that seems to hang in the air around here. Everyone else also begins to feel that intrusiveness that you feel every moment of every day in this place. Kind of slough off. Ooh. Shit. Kind of slough off of you as you feel something push it away.
Like you pushed away that sneeze.
Yeah. Oh man, it was coming too. My nose started tickling. Yeah. Anyways, dinner. This happens. Sorry. They bring this man to a hut here, one of the huts here, and telling, basically telling him, look, lay down and get some rest. As he disappears into the hut, these two begin to ask, what your story is. Of course, they ask Marguerite. She kind of gives them a quick rundown of what has happened. You also hear them say stuff about how even out there the jungle seems to be fighting them. They feel a shift in the air, something's off. They've been seeing creatures that they can't explain, and they also reiterate the fact that they have been seeing very, very, very little of the natural wildlife in the area. So, Ross, your armor is back on. It fucking sucks having to put the padding you put on to keep the plate mail from chafing you, because it's just saturated with sweat and funk at the moment, and you're having to kind of slide that back on. But uncomfortable, but you are back armored again. Rowan, would she have been taking her armor off yet?
No, I think
Okay.
Rowan was always ready to head out into the night.
Okay.
As much as she,
When Ross comes back out with his armor all the way on, looking like a giant miserable wreck, I would have just gone up to him and was like, I could have just did like a little hand motion towards him. Like, you don't gotta, do all that.
Oh, sorry,
This jungle kind of sucks. Like,
yes,
really sucks.
I agree. Not in a good way, because
No.
Draven says there's a good way to suck. I wouldn't know that.
I bet there is. So I'm sure,
Right.
definitely, 100% certain there is.
Wait, why do you know? You know what? Never mind. We need to get moving. This
Damn.
village may be in danger.
Jesus.
Veclic just come back from after covering and listen to like half the conversation and can't move till Thebe's done.
Oh, fuck. What the fuck just happened? Can't move till what's done? Thebe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Rowan would probably pipe up. I think I would be able to get some movement. I just need to find what we left outside of the village. They could help us. And, yep, she casts light on her shield, and she's gonna start heading out.
I'll come with.
Yeah, she probably wouldn't say much, but...
Quick
Yeah.
question.
Yep, go ahead.
For Vec, do you wear armor?
wears
Vec
Tyrael.
Yeah, he wears that breastplate, the mithril breastplate that Tyrael gave him.
Ah, right.
Yeah, I'm just reminding you. I don't. Yeah.
I know. That's why I was RPing the way I was.
Yeah. You. What the hell was that?
Oh no!
Oh,
I cast light on myself. Apparently I need to make a dex save. Ruined it.
yeah. This is technically an attack.
If you
Oh, go
pass
ahead.
that means you're faster than light.
Hey, I
Oh
I did
my
not.
god, I forgot that light was so violent.
Jesus. Okay, let's do this. Light. It's at, let's see, 40, 20 dim, and 20 bright. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What color is Rowan's light?
I think
RGB
it was
colored.
like a no.
I thought his was like a
It
pale
was like-
white.
Yeah, like a pale white, almost blue. You know, like saloons colors. The Lady Silver.
Gotcha. There you go.
Yeah.
Mistress of the Moon.
Mistress of the Moon.
All right. What exactly is Rowan and Vec going to do? Is she going to check on her
Yep, you know she
necrotic
did.
friends?
Why are you even asking?
I'm
Yep,
just playing bodyguard.
she's trudging through, and to Vex, she just says, I know you don't approve. You didn't have to follow me."
No,
This is so
want to
strange.
protect.
She pauses just long enough to throw a glance over her shoulder and a very thankful smile. You can see that her eyes are like wide. Not wide as in anger, shock, or anything. They're the kind of deer in the headlights look of someone who is terrified. And she is pale of skin. Like, paler than Rowan normally is pale. And she whips her head back around and trudges onward, holding her shield up, and you can see it trembling like her life depends on it.
We'll be sticking right behind her or next to her.
Okay. I don't want to take up too much time with this,
Yep.
but
Just
whatever
give me
you
a
have
gist of
planned.
what you're doing.
Yeah, she's gonna head out and see if she can spot them. She did just tell them to lay down, so she would call out to them, just saying,
Okay.
"I summon you now to me, quickly."
So just quickly, you hear the splashes and slurping noises as something moves and gets up out of the muck and shit, and you hear the quiet moans of the undead and the clacking of bones as the skeleton also comes in. And after a very brief moment or a few minutes, they all kind of gather in a semicircle around you.
Okay. You see her kind of go through the names. Mike, Randy. Okay, good. They're all here. I need you all to patrol. Stay close enough that you can see the light of the village, but go no further than that. Kill anything that is not alive. No, that's not right. Vec, what kind of order should I give them?
They're about to attack each other. No.
Maybe kill anything that's... I don't know. Gods, what are we even fighting?
abnormal.
They're not exactly smart, Vec. Their brains are dead.
Moving plant.
So they should attack plants. Maybe anything that's moving and as big as a tree. She's all right. She takes in a steadying breath and then conveys that just to kind of move this on. All right. Anything larger than a tree and is moving, you attack it.
All right.
Or as large as a tree. Maybe like that tree over there. Or any of them that are that size. Generally.
So the skeleton actually has more intelligence than a zombie. And the skeleton's looking at you with its teeth kind of chattering, and it just kind of cocks his head at you as you're trying to describe this.
Don't get smart with me. That tree. That's the tree. Anything bigger than that, you all attack. Go! She orders them off.
The skeleton kind of looks at the zombies, looks back at Rowan, and it turns and goes about its way. Skeletons are actually intelligent compared to zombies. Like,
That was a tragic show.
They're almost as intelligent as people.
I think they have like a 6 intelligence or an 8 maybe.
Yeah, I think it's 8.
And the
So-
zombies are brain dead.
The zombies have a 1 intelligence, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty brain dead.
zombies got one thing on the mind.
They have
That's
the
it.
intelligence of amoeba. Amoebas. Anyways, yeah, eat. That's it. That's the only thing on their head.
Yeah.
All right. This particular encounter here with this village was intended to be a safe spot for you guys. So there are no rolls for the night. This will be a safe place for you to fully rest and recover. And it was not going to be here, but now that there has been something done, thank you to Thebe, this
Right?
will possibly remain a safe haven. As the 8 hours, as we'll kind of fast forward here, but we can go back. I'm just going to give you the end result here. The 8 hours of this spell that Thebe has cast, using the angel root that he planted, has basically consecrated about 200 feet radius around him.
That's
and
awesome.
then beyond that, it has just kind of what's the word? Kind of revitalized the jungle and swamp.
Oh yeah.
How long that'll last against the forces that darkened it to begin with, you're not certain. You are certain, Thebe, Rowan, Lazarus, and Simon, you are certain that this angel root will hold a consecrated effect for an undisclosed amount of time, as you guys have seen this effect before. So the immediate vicinity, like I said, approximately 200 feet from this angel root, will remain quote-unquote protected for quite some time.
Yeah. It's awesome, dude.
So throughout the night, y'all can talk, y'all can rest, y'all can whatever y'all want to do, but we're gonna take our break. So
Hey.
I'm gonna pause the stream and we'll be back in a few moments.
Is Simon and Thebe
we're
back?
Pretty sure Simon's here. He's just muted. Thebe, I hope he really didn't go take a shower. Holy shit.
Yeah, I've taken a 2-minute shower before.
Anthony, are you
It's
here?
called speed washing.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay.
Speed shower. Hold on, I got a quick question for everybody.
What's that?
What was your favorite toy in your childhood?
That robot dinosaur that had the remote control with it, looked like a little PlayStation controller. Yeah. That and the little dog, the little robo dog with the bone that you could give to it, controlled it. Yeah, those were my favorites.
Mine was like a game called Crossfire.
Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Shoot
I
marbles at
love
each
that
other's
thing.
little fidget spinners, basically.
Yep. That was my favorite thing because I just play with the marbles instead of the actual game.
So, my favorite toy, and this should show.
This is back in
Well,
1842 BC.
anyways, it was.
We
it
were
was,
rolling bone dice.
It was a top. No, my favorite toy was actually a radio-controlled R2-D2 that was about 2 feet tall that I got for Christmas one year.
Oh,
Yo,
pretty
that's
cool.
sick.
And it was fucking awesome. Like the controls were very basic, forward, backward. When you went backward, he would actually spin one way, so one side wouldn't turn. Wouldn't spin, and he would. That's the only way you could turn him was to go either straight forward or back, and he would turn as he went backwards, and then you could go another direction forward. And then they had a button to make his head spin all the way around, and then they had another button to make him do all those little beeps and whistles that he does, and that was it. Very basic, but it was awesome.
So cool.
Ross,
I
what about you?
had
And yeah, same.
Oh, I'm lame, dude. I used to collect the little thumb skateboards. Remember those?
The Tech
Yep.
Decks?
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
the Tech Decks.
Yep.
I had like 30 of them.
I had some of those throughout middle school and high school.
Hmm.
Do little fucking skateboard tricks with your fingers and shit.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
You know what I collected as a kid? Those little, the
I was hype on that.
Something else I collected, not really a toy, but they were actually Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition cards, stat cards for famous Forgotten Realms and characters like Drist and Elminster and Brunar and all them, and then also there were creature stat cards, and it was like trading cards. There were 275 of them in a complete set. It's pretty badass.
You know that was probably an actual card game that you can play with those.
Yeah, I'm sure there was a card game.
I don't know.
Simon.
I played D&D, but I didn't know if there was a card game based on that or not.
Yeah.
Simon,
Hey, what's up?
what was your favorite toy back when
I
you were a
had
kid?
I had an Optimus Prime
Dude,
with the trailer and everything.
you got the
And-
coolest one.
When you opened up the trailer, it had this little like boom arm with some kind of turret on it, and eventually that broke, and I lost everything else except for that little thing, which it had the little foldy arm on the back of it, and I would hold it by that and fly it around like a spaceship.
That's cool.
That's imagination.
All right, let's get back into this, guys. So, throughout the evening, you guys have time to talk and chat. Anybody have anything they want to do before we kind of jump to the morning?
We don't have to RP it. Rowan would return to camp and on before bed and
Mhm.
before we get to watches, she would go over some healing techniques with Laz. Just rehashing what they've already talked about how to start setting bones, things of that nature. Really superficial stuff.
Okay.
Beck would practice while he can with his downtime, with his 2 greatswords and try to really hone in on it.
Oh
But-
shit.
Yeah, it's still difficult for him.
Like at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're doing that. Okay.
So this is something? How many Let's see. I know Laz and Rowan have been at this, but how many days you think they've been doing this? She's been showing him this.
At least 10, because she was doing it on the trip.
Okay.
I had mentioned to her about teaching me stuff, although we never actually got to do much back in Luca Lane.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Well,
on
I've
the
just
ship,
given
they were at
you half proficiency in medicine, Lazarus.
Ooh,
Oh, shit.
basically a med student.
Let's go.
You're just an intern. Getting paid nothing.
First year.
So has
Um,
Thebe completed his spell?
He will have come morning, but right now we're just seeing if anybody had anything they wanted to talk about or anything before morning gets here.
On our downtime, like while Rowan's not like actively like teaching me stuff,
Hmm.
I will be trying to commune with my horn some more.
Okay.
Is it your lower horn?
Without any,
No.
without any rolls, I'm gonna tell you this: that for now, the horn doesn't have anything new to show you or tell you.
Okay.
Like I said, there are still those runes there that you can make out some of it, but not all. You're not quite there yet, which would be the spells that you know of that you just don't have access to yet.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, before I forget, that other spell that I found in the library, can you put that on my spell sheet? I know I can't cast it yet.
okay. That was that Dispel?
No, it was.
Which one was
hold
that?
on. I'll
Big
send you a
Speed's
message.
thumping eggplant.
Bigby's pulsing eggplant?
There you go.
Mm,
Ah, that's gross. Which one was that, damn it?
I sent you a Discord message.
Did you? To which account?
The fool.
Where's... Okay, I need my phone anyways in case somebody needs me. Hold on. Damn! Oh, there it is. Okay.
Don't get a Charlie horse.
Yeah, I'm not. Fuck. Fucking hurts, man.
What do you mean, don't horse Charlie?
Okay. Yeah. So, anyone have anything else besides that? Rowan, you make it back to camp. You know, I'm
yeah,
sure you,
she was training with
yeah. I'm also pretty certain she would have animate dead or whatever to reestablish the 24 hours.
Yeah.
So, damn it, come on, Thebe. I know Thebe had something, but he's
What?
There you go. Did you have something you wanted to do before we jump to morning here?
Unfortunately, I'm up till 2 in the morning. I don't know what my time frame is here.
I'd say you got at least an hour afterwards before you have to do your meditation.
Okay. Thebe finishes up, kind of exhausted, breathing heavy, and then takes a minute, looks around, and notices most people asleep. He grabs his quiver and hides that he has neglected his sniper practice. So almost as, without going into it heavy, before bed he's going to take a few practice shots just to see how well his muscle memory has elapsed. He sets up a few He sets up a few, I don't know, we'll call them rocks, across the ways, and then
Nos cans?
moss cans. He positions himself quite a distance away, and aims for each one. On the last one, as he fires, he has an idea, as he has been casting kind of plant growth all day and the wind kind of kicked up, he aims his bow, not with the wind, but against it. And even with the wind, he knows the shot wouldn't be pushed into where the rock is, which is his target. But he lets it go, and as he does, he then tries to gust the wind to push the arrow into the target.
So like an assisted shot.
Yeah, like an assisted shot. But it's still aimed like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say just to keep it along the like idea of aiming, we'll say he casts this wind that's going to gust through, but it's like a delayed gust, so that when the shot goes through, it's timed with that gust to then be accurate. There's no wind currently when he first starts the shot.
Is this wind coming from you?
Yes, so like the idea is that it's a swirling gust, right? So it's
Okay.
looping back around. So if he pushes it left, it's going to swirl back and to the right, if that makes sense.
So give me a... What's your, spellcasting modifiers?
You know what kind of reminds me of?
Roll me a d20. Just roll me a d20.
Okay.
And I'm going to add some modifiers to it for you.
And what does it remind you of?
It reminds me of every COD console player with aim assist.
So it's a rock. But, so it's not actively trying to avoid your attack. But yeah, it works. It seems to work. As you fire the arrow and you see the arrow almost curve and hit the rock, as it is assisted by the gust of wind that you brought up.
Pete kind of looks over it, slightly disappointed as he noticed it wasn't a clean shot. He hit his target, but he wanted it to be a much more clean shot. There was a specific crevice within that rock that he was really gunning for, and he didn't get the knack in there.
Okay.
And I'll head to bed.
All right. Anything else before we wake up in the morning, people?
Yes, I am going to, while I'm watching over Thebe as he's casting this spell, I'm going to try sneaking around the camp, keeping everyone in eyesight, trying to move as quietly as those 3 guys who showed up were.
Yeah, give me a stealth check. And then also give me a dexterity. Wow. Never mind. Holy fucking shit.
First nat 20 of the day.
First off, you're so stealthy no one even notices you're gone. And if they did notice you were gone, they wouldn't know where you went. Like, they don't even realize you've left.
I also tried dragging a log as quietly as I can too, because that was pretty impressive. They're dragging somebody and,
Yeah, so give me another stealth check. This one will be... hold on. Because you're trying to drag a log, something you've never really attempted to do stealthily, do this one at disadvantage.
Be really funny if he gets 2 nat 20s right there.
I'll quit. So, still a 16, not bad. As you grab a hold of this log that you think, I could probably move that. You start dragging it. You drag it about 15 feet, and then one of the stubs that you're holding onto snaps off, and the log kind of hits and settles down into the muck. But up until that point, You were dragging it pretty fucking quietly.
Awesome. And then Thebe take his shots and, good job, Thebe, and go to bed.
All right. Anything else? Going once? Okay. You guys are roused by movement, light voices, as you you kind of peer through the. Ooh, that's loud. You see the sun kind of peeking through. They did offer you a hut that 2 or 3 of you could stay in at once. They're not very large. But if anybody did take rest inside of one of the huts, the sun would begin to creep through some of the sides there. Anybody that was just kind of sleeping outside on pallets and blankets or whatever, same thing. It's later than usual. You're normally in these situations. You're normally up, ready to go. It's first light. Everybody seems to have overslept a little as this trip through these woods, even though it's only been a day, is really wearing you down. Especially the ones that wear armor. You wake up this morning. You feel rested, but you don't look forward to the rest of this journey as you slowly gather your things, get dressed, put your armor on if that's what you're planning on doing. Ross in particular and Rowan, Marguerite would approach you. How do you travel with that on? You must be miserable.
Great difficulty. See, Rowan. She doesn't read. She gives like a weak smile and is just like, no, it's fine. We yeah.
Oh, let me remove the light from you there, Rowan. There is some of the meat left over. This morning they have some different things. They have a couple of, looks like berries. Looks like maybe the stalk of some plants laid out as well. And everybody's just kind of walking by and grabbing 1 or 2 things off the table and eating. You have these 3 that came into the camp last night, or the little village here last night. They are actually gone. But yeah, the day is yours as they ask you, well, where do you think you'd be headed?
We're looking for this Zakarum temple.
Zekrom.
That one.
It's east, right?
The Zakarum, yes, it will be to the east. Week and a half or so. With the jungle fighting you, maybe longer.
Another question. We heard tell of a relic of sorts. Possibly in this area. Not in the immediate vicinity, maybe. But in this part of the world, I guess? Do you know anything about that? Any legends?
As you ask this, you see her kind of go into. You see that look where she's kind of thinking. And as she does, she says, "Oh, you know what? Never mind. That was covered. I'm not gonna do that. So let's do." Huh. Nope. Okay. This was. I'll show you this, by the way. That was her history check.
God.
I'm afraid I don't. Sorry. Don't know about any relics.
Okay. Well, how best do you think we should go about getting through this jungle? I see your scouts seem to be able to handle themselves mostly fine.
Well, actually, they are having problems themselves. As I said, this has only been the last couple of days, but the jungle seems to be fighting us as well. I don't know if there's any easy way to get through it.
I will look to Ross and the other party members for anything else.
Where is T. Ross at?
T. Ross,
Yeah,
Cherie, and Thibaut, they were gone when y'all woke up.
oh, okay.
Oh, it does work. Okay. So it was over here.
Fucking
Oh.
gator? The fuck?
Purple-headed dragon.
It's a lizard, actually. As you guys are talking, y'all hear this faint and kind of a slight pop.
Yeah, incoming. Just so you guys are aware.
And there's all of a sudden a massive lizard standing in front of Ross. Just kind of appears there. Everybody flips the fuck out. As well, these people, not you guys, but I don't even want to roleplay that. I'm not doing the panic.
Yep. He calms him down. He says, "It's okay. It's okay. It's mine. Don't worry about it." And I make sure I do the head and lizard thing and all that.
So, wow. Anyways, yeah, sorry. Not sure of any relics you might be looking for. Again, the council members in Zakaru may be able to help you.
Well, deal. Let's go.
All right. Everyone gathers their stuff as you slowly begin to head out. What?
I will cast Mage Armor on myself before we head out.
There you go.
All right. Go ahead and do so.
Pikachu is learning.
Shut the fuck up! Jesus fucking Christ.
That was loud.
I was
Get your
sitting here,
no bubble up.
I was sitting here like, I'm missing something. I really should be remembering something, right?
I wasn't gonna say it. I was gonna wait till he left, but Oh, I'm so proud. I'm so proud. Well done.
All right. Well, you guys wake up and that again. I will reiterate. Ross and Rowan feel a huge difference in the area around them. Everybody else does feel it as well, just not on the scale that those two feel it because of their connection to the divine. Thebe, you feel it in a different way because of your connection to nature. The land here feels healthy again, which Thebe maybe didn't realize how sick the land was until after he cast his spell. But this morning, you absolutely recognize the difference in the land itself. With that,
Did we explain to these people what Thief did?
I'm gonna
So they just-
assume y'all did at some point.
Yeah,
I
so
think
they-
it was the night before.
We'll say too before we head out, Thebe will take the moment to explain sort of what the angel root is. And, you know, to stress its importance of what he did, as he kind of points out the difference in vegetation to the people.
Right. Okay. Oh,
in his
everybody.
very thief-like way.
Everybody can go in and remove 5 points from their. I know it's the sanity score, but that's basically your corruption. So you can go into your sheet and drop it by 5. Just being in an area that is protected by the angel root slowly lowers your corruption throughout the days. So
I imagine you can't have a negative.
no, 0 is the lowest you can go.
Can't be anti-insane.
I tried it.
You're just so
Negative
stable. You're just so stable. Can't be
So
moved.
fucking stable.
Yeah, the people this morning, as you guys are going about fixing to head out, you notice there's a little lighter step in some of their feet. Some of the worry appears to be gone, the lines around their eyes and whatnot from stress, anger, worry, whatever, seems to be diminished greatly. They seem to be a little happier, I guess. A little more carefree this morning. But Hakuna Matata.
It means no worries.
For the rest of your days.
With that, we are gonna trudge on towards the east.
Ooh. East? I thought you said west.
That's like north, right?
Put
Yeah.
everybody on the home screen for now. As we are just do some theater of the mind for the moment. As you guys head out eastward.
The zombies will have trouble with that.
True.
Rowan, Rowan will find that her undead are nowhere around.
Oh.
Yep, even after calling for him?
There's not a mental connection there, right? You have to like yell out for them.
Yeah, after calling for him?
Nothing.
Zombies!
Of course, they are slow moving. You don't know if something happened to them. You don't know if they just got far away. But at the moment, there's nothing.
Well, so the instructions were to stay with as long as you can see the light of the village, right? So, it wouldn't have gone further than that. Should
Rowan
at
knows
least-
this. Sorry, I forget
Okay, go
about that. You don't know this because you weren't here. The angel root and the protected area,
Gotcha.
it protects from undead, demons. Like it creates an
Oh.
area where they just won't come. Well, wait a minute. No, you just planted one, right? So 200. Oh yeah, you'd find they would only be like 200 feet out. 200 feet out. So you'd find them.
Yeah,
it
that's
takes a
fair.
minute. Takes a minute, but they work there. You hear them kind of sludging their way to you eventually.
Yeah, that's good to know. Because if she would have known that, then I imagine she would have taken. You know what I mean? She would have
Yeah.
taken measures. But all right, cool, understood. Keep it in mind.
How are we doing this? Who's leading the way? And you and Rowan are riding atop the lizard.
Yup.
That
Blizzard
poor
the
guy.
lizard.
That poor creature,
Aptly
man.
named Zard.
I'll be in front.
I will be keeping watch from above, as above as I can be.
So heading
I'll be-
east.
I'm gonna be walking next to Thebe like a plebe.
What were you gonna say, Thebe?
Oh, good, man. I was gonna say Thebe will be doing his best to navigate the group and relying on Vec for his survival instincts to keep them safe from any hazardous traps or fauna.
Okay. So going forward, how are we gonna do perception and nature checks? Are we gonna do advantage for one of y'all? Are y'all gonna roll individually?
Do we want to take turns rolling?
So, I think one distinction I'll also make is when you're trying to navigate through a jungle and you're following the trail in someone else's footsteps. Just as a point, I would think that that's survival, which was the sort of meta aspect I was leaning on Vec for.
Or survival, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what we did last time, right? Yeah. So
And then
I think
Oh, go ahead.
you did the perception checks and he did the survival checks.
I was leaning on Deep for nature, but because Lazarus kind of has the perception. So in my head, that's kind of the where it goes, right? If we need to see, Lazarus running point, right?
Okay.
If it's nature, it's Thebe to try and get the general direction through the woods, or perhaps survival's more appropriate for that. I was thinking survival would be more appropriate for danger, traps, keeping people safe. But that's just me. I don't know.
So we'll do Lazarus, give me a perception check. Thebe, give me a nature check. And
God fuck.
oof. And
Starting off strong.
Vec, give me a survival check. Oh,
Since
shit.
we're all kind of helping each other, would it be at advantage?
Hang on. Wait. Was it survival? I mean, was it nature for Thebe?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thebe was supposed to be nature.
Okay. And no, because y'all are all doing different things at the same time.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay. Just one check.
Jesus, guys.
Cool
Man,
fucking
this-
story.
This whole forest really is working against us.
All right.
We got a 7-hour psychic link though.
That's great.
That's amazing.
You know what? Fuck it, we'll take it.
Okay, guys, let me pull this up. Oof. That's horrible.
Also,
We
we
all-
encounter
all-
a black ancient dragon, and it's gonna kill us because we're in the swamp.
All three of us got hit in the face by 3 completely unrelated branches.
Why is this not working? There we go. Okay. So, what the fuck? I need you to roll me somebody.
Let me roll.
Okay, I'm just gonna roll a percentile dice, and it's not it's not good or bad depending on high or low. It just determines which table. So that's all I'm doing.
I don't like this.
So I will let you
Oh.
choose low or high, because there's only there's two different tables. Below 50 is one table, above 50 is another table. So you choose low or high. And you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that. This one's 1 through 50. That one's 51 through 100.
Just roll, old man.
Yeah, I'm rolling. Okay. Somebody roll me a 1d10, please.
I got
One
it.
D10. Okay.
Oh, Simon's got it.
All right. As you guys are walking and trekking through this, and this area here is less jungle and more just that marshland, as it kind of opens up into that, a marshy nastiness, bog type situation where you're pulling your feet out of the muck constantly. There's a constant kind of fog out here, and of course the dampness, the humidity, the insects are a constant thing. I mean, it's just miserable, right? Because you're not prepared for this. You're just not used to this type of environment. But as you're traveling, Thebe. Nope, not Thebe. Not with a 5. None of you. Wow. Holy shit. I need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Wow.
Close together.
Except for Lazarus,
Oh, okay.
because you were
Are
up
we
in the
close
sky.
together?
That depends. You're riding on a giant lizard. I mean,
Cocked.
how would... I don't
Saving
know.
throw?
Like, how would y'all be traveling with you and her on this huge mount, and then these two kind of leading the group? Like, I mean, how would y'all be situated? Holy shit.
I mean, we'd be behind them, right? Is there any reason we wouldn't be? Or are we giving them space to like scout ahead?
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Oh, all right, sure. That works for me.
So Vec and Thebe, I think, would kind of be ahead, based on what y'all are describing and have said recently. As the rest of the group is maybe 15 to 20 feet behind.
So we would have, if I'm remembering this right, we'd have your shamblers up front, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how we had been doing it.
Right.
And then they, depending on the room that they allow us before the overgrowth comes back in, would be our distance.
Well, the marsh doesn't have that issue as so much as the
Okay,
jungle.
cool.
But the marsh, it's more of the walking through the shit that's constantly sucking at your feet. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Well, can we all ride on this big giant lizard?
No.
Oh.
It's struggling holding 2 fully armored people on it already.
It's over encumbered already.
But at least you're not hauling ass. So, yes, absolutely, Ross. Ross, Vec, Simon. Who did not roll? Lazarus. Lazarus,
You
give me
told me
that.
not to.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you're up in the air. Ross. Sorry. Ross, Vec, and Simon. You guys kind of get a whiff of something that's not quite right as you kind of cough and choke it out. Rowan, Thebe. Actually, no. Thebe wouldn't be affected. God damn it. Fucking Rowan. Rowan, you see, Ross, you hear Rowan. Would she be riding behind you or in front of you?
Let me double check because I don't
Use
know
the
that
backpack.
she's. Yeah, no. She'd be in front. She wouldn't know how to ride a
Okay.
mount like that.
As you are, I assume you kind of have your arms not around her, but on either side of her, kind of to guide the lizard.
It's fine. You can ride with someone and have your hands around them. That's
Well,
how you
I don't
ride a
know
horse.
what Ross would be, how comfortable Ross would be in that situation.
You'd be fine.
Okay.
Riding a lizard
So
with
you have your
homies.
arms around her, kind of holding her in place and to guide the lizard. You feel her start to cough and then very heavily choke, and she kind of slumps down against you. I don't feel so well.
Does she look peaked or does she look sick?
She looks peaked. She looks, she doesn't look well. She looks, it's very quickly, well, it's just onset. So, yeah, she just doesn't look well. She looks, obviously something's affected her. You're not quite sure what at this point. Is it literally seconds?
Does she know what's wrong with her? I mean, she knows how she's feeling.
Would she? Give me a medicine check for Rowan. It's herself, so do it at advantage.
Entering
Advantage is.
self-diagnostic.
Shift, I believe, or Alt, one of those two. I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna go alt. Ah!
Hey, it was
He
Alt.
chose correctly.
Alt.
Nice.
A for advantage, right? Okay, so
Let's go.
it feels something's in the air. Something. It's poison. It's poison. As she says that, you look around, and this fog that has just constantly been in this marshy area has kind of a greenish tint to it.
I reach and into my pack, place that into her hands, tell her to drink, and through the link, I would call out to Simon, but everyone hears it, and explain that the fog has poison in it. If anyone has antitoxins, drink them now. I have 2 to spare.
I will be keeping above the fog.
Thanks for looking out for us, Laz.
No problem.
You don't have any antitoxins, but you just hear Vec through the telepathy link. Yeah, good to know. I'm fine though.
So those of you that made the saving throw that are not feeling it, you do feel a burning in your lungs for a minute, which is what caused you to cough. But you have to breathe. So
Oh, so then I will drink it then.
what are y'all doing?
I keep rolling.
I'll say through the message. Anyone who isn't affected, cover your mouth with a cloth or something.
He will say, if you want, you could come closer to me. I can't do it very far, but I think I could make a safe area. As he starts swirling his hands in a circular motion, the left hand leading the front and the back
Wait.
hand
I would call out to you. How long can you keep it up?
indefinitely.
By all means, then.
As Thebe casts Gust, as he keeps traveling, he's going to keep a gust of wind within a 10-foot radius.
Alright, that's the cantrip, right?
Yeah, so I'm just casting the cantrip over and over effectively.
Yeah. Let me read this.
Yep, I'll click it to help.
Oh, there we go.
I'm assuming the lizard's about longer than that, maybe.
Okay. Well, he
It can push an object 10 feet away. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't it be able to push? Yeah.
Because this is a fog, gust will kind of blow out pockets of it, but it very quickly begins to seep back in. So y'all are gonna have to stay close and move quickly through your little pockets that you're creating. But doing this, Thebe, give me a nature. No, this is gonna be on you. This is gonna be survival for this check for Thebe, as he's the one actively trying to avoid this fog from getting closer to you guys and get you out of it quickly. So the DC's a little lower since you're using your gust to help. So yeah, give me a survival check.
Got this, bro.
I might do something to that. If I need to, I think I can burn one of my circle of star features.
Don't you have to have shifted for that?
I don't know. I can't see from
Pretty-
D&D Beyond or from
Yeah.
Boundary.
Don't you have to
Ross?
what were you?
He's
Yep,
saying I
yep,
might
yep.
need.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go
I might
ahead,
need to
go
be wild shaped. That's all.
ahead. Yeah.
Oh, to do what? I'm sorry, I was reading and
Oh.
didn't hear.
Cosmic Omen.
Oh,
I'm double checking right now.
so
Does
gust of wind will completely clear out a fog effect, right? But because
No.
this is just the cantrip gust, it'll create these small little pockets of about 10 foot, but then it'll very quickly close back in. Because it's not like you're trying to move something that has weight to it.
Ross's aura only affects saving throws, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think only up to like what, 10 feet.
No, I think you're right. No, you're good. You're good. You're good, bud. You can use it whenever. It's a special reaction.
Oh, yep.
Wait a second. Wouldn't Rowan have got the +5 from?
She did.
Okay.
Still failed it.
So if it's cool with you, I'm gonna roll a d6. Depending on if it's even or odd, it's gonna do different things to add to this roll potentially. I don't know if it matters here, but just in case it does.
Oh,
Okay, so it's
even.
even. So I will add the 6 to my ability check. So that'll be a 21. If you're good with that, DM.
Yeah. All right. So the DC was a 15, so you hit it. But making it a 21 will definitely help y'all's cause here, as you quickly move forward about 60, 70 feet, and you will grant, because of this, because of that roll, because of the gust, everyone give me another Constitution save with advantage because of Thebe's help.
Roar the.
Roar. I'm still staying above. Oh my.
Damn.
Best rolls of my life.
We know that's not true.
Yeah, the biggest lie you've ever told.
Hey, look. Considering it's for a Constitution, having something to do with Constitution, yeah.
Oh, I can roll.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You ain't lying. You ain't never lying about that. That's.
Yeah.
Dunk. And
Yeah,
dunk.
seeing as the last time you rolled a Constitution check, you drowned.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Facts. Big facts.
Thebe and Lazarus don't have to roll, actually, so.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, you guys make it to this point, man, y'all got too much shit. I'm gonna have to make this a little more difficult.
Fuck you.
You guys get to a point where the fog and all that kind of it doesn't disperse, but now there's just a slight layer just above this boggy muck that you're traveling through. But you do tend to clear out of this area quickly without any further issues. For the next leg of this, give me Thebe, Laz, and Vec. Give me your perspective rolls, please.
Oh,
Okay.
please,
For
please don't be
perception,
dog ass.
survival, and nature.
Alright.
Oh,
Go survival.
God.
God,
Wow.
I mean, it's not below 10, so that's okay, I guess.
It was less dog ass.
Wait, why did Thebe roll twice?
I don't know why it rolled twice.
That's fine. Your first roll was great. So, and that's the one we have to go with, your first one. So, 15, 13. All right. Y'all are traveling east. Lazarus.
Hi.
At this point, it's about midday.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Can I tell that from the position of this?
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I don't know if I like that.
That's fun.
Holy fuck.
Godzilla roll.
Tell me that was just to determine the table, right? Right?
Yes, absolutely.
99 darts come flying at you through the floor.
But a bitch ain't one.
God damn.
Somebody roll me a D10, please. Lazarus, you roll me a D10.
Oh god. It's because he knows I have dog shit rolls.
Because you're the one doing the perception check.
A 9.
Ah,
Nothing but 9s.
we got all the 9s.
99.
Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Why are you counting?
Roll me a
Stop
D6,
counting.
please.
Oh no.
Oh,
Why am I rolling high now? I don't like this.
Okay.
Brave.
Okay. You hear. I gotta roll this one. So. Where'd it go? How many? I lost it.
All right, nothing happens. All right.
Train of thought
Well done,
gone.
guys.
No,
Yeah,
I just.
We'll get
we
him next
made-
time.
Oh, there it is.
We made it. We made
Oh,
it,
shit.
friend.
Made it all the way through. We're at the end.
No, it's too late. The 15-second timer went out.
Yeah. Your 2-minute turn timer went out.
Mhm.
You're hypothetically eating off the floor right now.
Oh,
You
y'all
don't want
got
to do that.
lucky with that shit. Why'd the giant lizard roll that? Whatever. Y'all got so lucky with that roll. That's horrible.
You know
Okay.
what? We'll let you keep this roll then. Keep going, Dion. You're good.
I'm just gonna use the same one. How about that? So
Catch me
preload
outside.
this. Catch me
How about
outside, motherfucker. Lazarus, as you're walking,
No.
as you're flying above here, and Thebe and Vec kind of, you look down and kind of see them out in front. Thebe keeping them moving along pretty decently. You hear this, like this buzzing noise, like insects, right? But loud, and many of them. You hear this, like it's much deeper sounding than just a regular mosquito or fly around you. Seems to be coming somewhere up ahead and below you.
Heads up, guys. Sounds like maybe a bug swarm. They don't sound small, though.
I would. Deeb, is there anything you can do about a bug infestation?
He kind of scratches his head.
Phoebe the Exterminator.
Let me get my can of Raid out. Hold on.
And it like dawns on him. He like snaps his fingers and his eyebrows raise up. He's like, "Oh, Simon can take care of it."
Master Simon, can you? Ask.
Yeah, remember
That's-
that like ointment that's bad for your skin?
Yes, I do have that. Here we go. Dab some of this crap on you.
Damn.
He's got the
Damn on
fantasy
him.
off.
Damn on him.
He's got the fantasy off spray.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Got the wish.com spray.
You catch sight, Lazarus, as you say this to them, of something large. Several large somethings kind of flying through the air, heading directly for your friends.
I don't think that spray is gonna work.
Try and hide us.
Do you have a way to hide us?
Phoebe immediately, without hesitating, we're not in the fog anymore, right? So he kind of, the air becomes eerily still, and almost like a muffled kind of quality begins to, like a white noise is now heard as he casts his pass without a trace, in the area. Just a muffle
Yeah.
or trace.
No problem.
I will have dove down to the party by this point.
So what he's doing is he's really trying to suppress, like, A, the smell by containing the air, and then B, using the wind to kind of make the sound be kind of blanketed out by a passive sort of white noise with pass without a trace, just like the sort of natural ambience of the environment around us.
Ocean sounds.
Ocean, Alexa, play ocean sounds.
Seagulls.
Ocean Man.
So yeah, you go to cast your spell, and I'm gonna save you a spell slot. Don't. As you go to cast this, Lazarus hollers out. Communicates to you this information, and you immediately hear this bzzz as something comes kind of flying towards you. Right as you begin to cast your spell, and you realize there's no point. They know exactly where you guys are. You see this large insect-like creature, but it looks more leathery and has this long appendage, but these things are about the size of a large dog.
Is it like the large mosquitoes from like Fallout 4 that you see?
Yeah, pretty much.
These
I hate
things
those.
are called, for anybody D&D wise, they're called a sturge.
Yep, they are awful in swarms.
You got lucky with the number that I rolled. So,
good.
There's only 15 of them.
Only.
You see about a dozen or so of them.
Oh my god.
No, we're good. It's fine, guys.
It looks like it wants
but-
Oh my
friend.
god. It looks exactly like the things from Fallout 4.
Yeah.
They have that
They do.
large, like, promiscuous tube and looks like mosquito-ish, but like bat-looking.
Yep.
But you see them over here. They're not very large, like I said, about the size of a medium to large dog.
Small dog.
But yeah, they are flying towards you guys. I need you all to roll initiative, please.
Initiative.
Oh no.
Roll
Wait.
initiative.
Wait.
That's bullshit. That was a. I hate that.
God. Oh my god, please.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
Yep. That's why I
Oh,
waited.
roll the natural 20. Lazarus.
Me, bitch.
Damn.
Just gonna say, Lazarus, if you're gonna go first, this might not even be a fight.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah, honestly.
I know
dude,
what you're gonna do.
There's only one thing to do.
Giant swarm of bugs.
Govern me. Govern you.
Oh shoot, I didn't roll. Sorry.
Not the nat 1.
Yeah.
Not the 0.08.
Yeah.
We're gonna begin the combat with Lazarus as you spotted these creatures. What are you doing?
God, there's so many of them.
Where are they? I don't see them.
They're
Oh,
all
there
over
they are.
here.
They're so small. Well, I'm gonna fly up about back
Ross is
about
fucking me.
30 feet. I'm gonna do. Oh my fucking god! Stop looking at my screen. I'm trying to strategize, guys. And I'm gonna
only-
see the swarm.
There's
I'm
only
gonna
one
see the swarm
strategy
coming.
here.
Let's see
Yeah,
the
it's-
swarm coming, right? There's a massive swarm of ginormous fucking bugs coming straight toward us. And I'm gonna do some draconic mumbo jumbo and fucking blast their shit
There you
to
go.
high hell.
Oh,
Oh, good lord.
That one becomes a 2, so it's 26 damage.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get
It does
vaporized.
me. Get vaporized, idiot.
Oh, it won't let me. God damn it.
What?
It'd be really funny if they all rolled critical successes.
It
and they
doesn't
all
matter.
Just
It doesn't matter. Even if he rolled
Wow.
minimal damage, it wouldn't matter.
Really?
Yeah.
how much
Yeah.
HP did they have?
Isn't it like 7 or something?
2.
Oh really? Is it 2? Yeah.
Yeah. They're only dangerous in big swarms, which you
Yeah.
can get, but I just happen to roll really shitty for the amount of them.
was last gain a level from that?
I mean, would you gain a level to up in gas on ants?
I just see the entire combat tracker turn red, and it's like, oh, they're all dead.
And combat's over. Good job, guys. All right.
Yeah.
Did Thief gain a level?
He needs to gain a level for real though.
He did,
Help a
he
boy
really
out.
A shared
Oh, wow,
experience.
some of them actually succeeded. A lot of them actually succeeded, but they all die anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Like awkward kill steal, your friend kills the mob and you gain the level.
Wow,
Yep.
yeah, as you cast this fireball, Jesus Christ, let's do this. Yeah, no shit.
And it's not even the big fanfare. It's just like the one trumpet just singing it.
As you cast this fireball, you tell your friends, "Oh my God, we're all gonna die! Watch out!" And then you cast a fireball, and you just hear as they all just explode into a little burst of nothingness, and you just hear shit like hitting the water.
Just memeing on him.
This fight was just for you.
This fight brought to you by Toys R Us, who does not exist anymore.
Yeah, they do. They're making a comeback.
I think Les just made it to the top of the
Not the Toys R Us. Jesus.
the kill list.
Yeah, I made it to the top of the kill counter, baby.
I mean, Lazarus now has most enemies killed in one turn. I mean,
Like you just see in the HUD like kill, multi-kill, kill-tacular, monster kill.
so yeah, somewhere off in the distance, Killtacular kind of echoes. No, was that a dragon?
I mean, we have one. It technically was.
You guys can continue on about your way, but as you see one of these creatures and you realize, well, this isn't what attacked the man back at the village. The puncture wounds on him were much smaller. So
Also, looking at these things, I mean, they don't look natural.
no, not at all.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
They're very
I mean-
leathery looking wings. Their skin, it's not like an insect where they got that outer carapace. It's more of a fleshy body and wings.
Ew.
I'd look at Thebe and Vec. Does this look to be any kind of wildlife? I thought they weren't appearing here in this marsh.
Through the telepathy link. Doesn't look natural to me.
Oh, it just clicked in my head.
There you go.
These are
Well,
more. These are more.
they're
Not
what?
scouts, but
Sorry, you cut off. What did you say? What
Yeah,
word?
you did cut.
not scouts, but there's a not
Surveyor?
great guy. There's a not great guy nearby.
Okay.
Does anyone else understand what he's saying? Because, to be honest, it's not that informative to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't speak Lazarus. He's saying that there's something else nearby, and it's not good for us.
The last time we saw weird, unnatural flesh creatures, we had defeated Andariel. They were surrounding the entire castle that she was housed in.
Sounds like a demon, or a fiend, or another fiend.
The fuck is that?
Stay focused. Is it you know what? Never mind. I would go ahead and divine sense.
You are speaking of the unburied. That's what Lazarus is referring to. Those creatures were called the unburied.
Yeah, the
Big,
weird flesh
massive
birds.
Flesh golem. Oh, the birds
Flesh
you're
birds.
talking about. No, those are different. Those are called bloodhawks.
Yeah,
These are not.
I know these
bloodhawks.
aren't. I know these aren't those, but
Okay.
these are more flesh creatures.
Right. Okay.
I was having a lot of fun picturing Ross struggling with understanding what's happening.
Yeah. As usual.
Ross. Yeah. Same answer as usual at this point.
We need to keep moving. Fast. Yeah. Demonic energy in this place is nauseating. I think it
Let's
might be
go then.
getting stronger.
I'll take.
I don't know if I've told you this before, Ross, but there is a definite so there's a sense, and you said for Ross it's more of a smell, correct?
Correct.
Right. So you do get this whiff of this fiendish energy, and it seems to be a little stronger always in the way y'all are heading east, coming from the east.
Gotcha.
But for the second leg of the day, as you guys begin to push on, for the final leg of the day, sorry, we're going to do this in 3 sections. Towards the evening, you guys trudge through this marsh. It's tough. It's not as bad as the jungle because you're not enclosed in that canopy, under that canopy and that greenhouse effect, but it's still fairly miserable. You 3, give me your perspective rolls again, please. Respective rolls again, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a Dr. Pepper in the freezer. Shh. Oh, I'll be back. Fuck.
Oh my god.
I'll be
An
back.
actual decent roll. My perception is so good, y'all. I don't know why. My wisdom is dog. Like,
I mean, you have expertise, right?
I do have expertise.
Man,
I
my
don't have
nature.
any wisdom. But I'm trained in survival. Oh god.
Fuck with nature's wisdom and not in intelligence.
I'm surprised that
Yeah.
medicine is wisdom and not intelligence.
Yeah.
You
It'd
have
be
to have the
weird.
wisdom.
I feel like medicine
know
and
what to do.
nature should be swapped.
Yeah.
It like enables clerics and then hurts druids.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah, that does make sense though for them to be swapped. Well, I mean, realistically, I think there's an argument that they're both intelligence, but they probably want to balance what stat
Well,
goes
no,
where.
it's based off of an older fantasy game, and it's based off of like medieval studies. It was like there wasn't science as much as it was intuitive. You were
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, well, think of the Dark Ages, right? How much of
Yeah.
it was science, where you're like, well, if we just suck the evil out of people with leeches, they'll get better. Yes.
Also, the whole balance argument kind of goes out the window when you realize that there's only one strength-based skill.
True that, and no con at all.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
All right.
It's like, you hardy? Too bad.
Too
sucker.
bad. Not hardy enough.
Lazarus, as the
Yes.
time begins, as the sun begins to very slowly make that go
Way
down.
downtown.
Can't speak. As the sun slowly begins to go down, you realize it's about time to try to spot an area that may be good for a camp. You find a spot. It looks pretty good. Unfortunately, you guys didn't make it as far on this last leg of the journey today. Dealing with the poison, dealing with these things, which took, 6 seconds. But also the massive failures on Vex's part with his survival
Dang.
checks.
Why are you gonna call them out like that?
They were horrible. The
my
first
God.
checks of the day were all really bad. So the overall travel of today was slowed down. You did not quite make it as far as you wished. You realized at some points you were kind of slowing down as the members of the group that are trying to guide you through this as best they can took you through some spots that were a little tougher getting through because of the depth of the mud and different things like that, just slowing you down. But Lazarus, with this roll up ahead, you see a spot that is, looks pretty good for a for a place to stop for the night. You see a little spot where, no, that's not it. Is it this one? It is this one. Okay. You see a little spot where, even though you're still in this marshland, you see a couple of little raised sections of land come up out of this bog that you're in, and it is thick with plant life and trees and little shrubs of all kind. but it's the largest mass that you've seen kind of sticking out of the bog in quite some time. You come across little patches here and there, 4 or 5 feet wide. You come across spaces that are with the land, it's only maybe an inch of water, but this is for the past 5 or 6 hours. This is the first place you've come to where the land actually comes up and raises out of the bog completely. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you realize that this may be your best bet to stop for the evening.
Alright, guys, I think this is gonna be the best spot. Oh my god.
Yeah, as you're saying that, I do that just to make sure.
I'm not seeing much other raised land, at least that isn't partially covered in swamp.
Yep, same answer, Ross.
Okay. This place is
Oh.
as good as any other.
Let me get your lizard here.
Wizard.
Also, Ross, do you see on the actors list a folder that says Ross's summons?
I do.
Can you access that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Can you drop the lizard yourself?
No, it's not. I don't have permissions for it yet.
Okay, hold on. What about the horse?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay. Alright, try the lizard now.
I do have access to the lizard.
There you go. So you can drop that on the
Okay,
map.
lizard.
Hold on a second. Oh, I
No.
didn't reload this. Oh.
Don't get rid of Lizzo.
Damn.
Named it and everything.
Actually, his name is Zard, so...
Lizard.
I'm gonna call him the Blizzard Lizard.
Hard.
Okay, let's see. Oh.
Alright, now see if you can drop
Drag.
Mr. Zard.
I don't know that it allows you to drop tokens. Like, I don't think you can drag and drop it. Yeah, I can't do it.
Oh, because I didn't... Okay, hold on. Try it now.
Well, not with that attitude.
No.
Still can't? Okay.
Yeah, I could never drop Ross, for example. I mean, can anyone else drop their tokens?
I'm trying with Helios and I can't.
Yeah, in Foundry you typically can't. Roll20 you can though.
Damn.
We don't talk about Roll20.
No,
Bruh.
no.
Try to do
Oh,
it.
we don't talk
Hang
about
on.
roll 20.
Yeah, try to do Helios now. No?
No.
Okay. Alright.
No.
Still can't.
Also, you made Helios, Simon.
Yeah, I have Simon, the
And-
Spirit Weapon, and Vec.
What?
You gave
Wait, what about me?
permission to those
Yeah,
purple to
you
people.
gave us both control. Vote.
Assuming control. Aw, nobody's played Mass Effect? Dang.
I played
Shit's
Mass
not
Effect
working.
for all of
Okay.
half an hour before I was like, the frame rate on this game sucks.
Oh.
Rowan has a folder as well.
Yeah, I see.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know what's in there. Oh.
I
all
see
of
4
her-
things.
All of her good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Also, with that perception check, Lazarus, it appears to be safe-ish. You don't see anything in the vicinity. There are some. Hang on a second. Let me read something real fast.
Uh-oh.
So you're saying is you can read?
Not a problem. Okay. This looks like it may be your spot for the evening, guys. Is everybody gonna agree with Laz on that, or what are we doing?
Just some fable. About
Yeah, I
to
would
wake
agree.
up.
Yeah, Beck would agree with Laz.
Yeah, Ross already said this is as good a spot as any.
All right. Why did this stop playing? There we
Deep
go.
trusts Ross's judgment.
Are there any protective measures any of you can provide?
What just happened?
Oh, you do.
Sorry.
I raise a brow and looking at Laz.
I raise a brow and look towards the sky at the DM, making. I always forget. You put me on the spot, and I forget what I'm a simple lizard. Can't you give me that?
Or anything but simple. I say that kindly. I don't say that to be a dick.
I take it as if you are a huge dick. Yeah, that's massive. Huge, ginormous dick.
Not taking the bait.
Your your affection status with Lazarus is set to -5 actually.
0. Not the affection status. Jesus. This
Through,
romance has been closed. This romance option has been closed.
No.
Oh god.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have anything though?
Oh.
What the fuck?
This is not- this is
I
not
love
fun.
that game. Anyway, I don't know what you can talk about.
You've been jamming out on it?
Oh. Yeah. Me and the lady.
Hey,
It's been pretty dope.
D&D guys,
Nice.
D&D.
Yeah. We're here.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
here. We're here. We're here. We're waiting on you. What you mean D&D? We're waiting on you.
Guys, I need you to wait in silence.
Yeah.
What are you waiting on me for? I mean, I asked you if you guys were.
Lazarus asked you a question, DM. What
Oh,
you
I'm sorry. I
mean?
thought you and him were speaking. Okay, so what'd you ask me,
No.
Laz?
No, I was checking stuff. I wasn't talking to you. Because I heard him making sounds and saying all shit, and
Oh,
Yeah, man,
okay.
that usually doesn't mean good things for us. But no, I suggest just a standard watch. If you have any other alert systems you want, guys.
Nope. Shake my head and get ready for watch. I'll take first watch.
Do we want a fire tonight?
It's warm enough. Is there need for fire? I say, stripping my armor off.
I guess not.
I guess through the telepathy link, because it's probably at this point better for him to speak through that than trying to speak
Yeah.
physically. I'll take second watch.
I
Alright.
think I'll sleep tonight. Before we go on bed, I will look up to Ross. Now that he's not wearing armor, I will cast Mage Armor tonight.
Kind of look. Flex a little bit.
Wait, can you cast Mage Armor on others?
Yes.
Yeah, you can actually.
Oh, okay. I thought it was self. Sorry.
Metastrat.
It will, it looks near identical to your regular armor, minus, the addition of some that you can't understand.
Mr. Lazarus, thank you. This is impressive.
It's, easier to move when your armor isn't.
Give you a smile. You don't need to be awake for this to continue working.
As far as I know.
But, well, sleep tight. That's a saying in... Never mind, I suppose it's not important.
I'll find an extra large leaf and like wrap myself extra tight in it. Taking Ross's words to heart.
Okay.
Full ball burrito.
Yes.
Well, bald burrito. It's my favorite kind of burrito.
Sounds
God.
tasty.
Do not the kobold bird.
Mm.
Okay. So
I'm
who's
gonna
gonna
watch
take
trying to
first watch? I'm sorry.
See, there you go again, DM, not paying attention to us. D&D. It's Ross.
Ross.
And you're just
Gotcha.
Oh,
you're just tapping on that lizard's butt.
How long
And
does
it's
this?
trying to sleep.
How long does this steed last, by the way? Until you dismiss it, or
Yep, or dismissed or death.
okay? I figured death would do it too. You know.
I mean, you don't have to kill it. Just
Anybody staying up with Ross?
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'll take second. I mean, I'll just go take second watch.
Okay. All right. Are we doing a fire for the evening?
No. See, you weren't.
I was not. I was doing
Bruh.
stuff. I'm sorry. When you guys start talking to yourselves, sometimes I zone out because I'm trying to get other things done. So,
We understand you hate us.
Facts.
Rowan and Thebe. Okay. First, we're gonna do Ross's as everyone begins to kind of settle down for the evening, going about their, their routine to curl up as best they can, stay warm. Well, actually, no, you don't have to worry about staying warm here, but staying dry is an issue. Even though you're on land, it's still the humidity, which sucks. But does somebody have prestidigitation?
Yeah.
No, I don't think any of us do.
Wow,
What?
that sucks.
Are you kidding?
Because
No
y'all
one
could like
has that?
you could like dry
Yeah.
out people's clothes and.
I have that.
Oh,
there
shit!
you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Simon, if you wish, you can clean up people's garments for them that are saturated with sweat and funk. You know, like Ross and Rowan have to wear this padded shit underneath their armor to keep it from chafing and rubbing, and I mean that's probably really funky at this point.
I want to see Ross's reaction to this.
No, I would never allow it. You have to do it while I'm
What?
asleep.
You're not gonna let Simon touch your armor and
No,
And-
that is so beneath him.
You would
Absolutely
rather Simon clean your dirty clothes while you sleep?
No, I wouldn't let him do it while I was still conscious. Absolutely not.
There is another option. While y'all are in a marshy area, there is water here it's not
Potable.
disgusting water. It's fairly clean water. Shit lives in it, drinks from it. It's just finding a spot that's not got all kind of little lily pads and all kinds of shit floating in the way, to kind of rinse your clothes out. But
I mean, it's day 3, right?
yes.
Yeah, we're good. I mean, Ross, that's fine.
Stank ass. Put some deodorant on.
I mean, shit, it'd be
Well,
like that, man.
Hey, he comes from a desert, bro. This is,
Yeah, like this ain't nothing.
Well, Simon is gonna wash his ass
Go.
before bed.
Okay.
Between the cheeks.
Not a problem. What is going on with Thebe, bro? He's got some weird shit on his portrait there. Y'all seeing
What do
this?
you mean?
yeah.
Oh, that's from the talk to plants and plant growth.
Yeah, you gotta take the dynamic effects off.
That's
Deleted.
funny. Anyways, any conversations to be had before you guys start your watches for the evening?
Yeah, I think Rowan would say nothing more than to ask Thebe to take watch with her.
Okay.
He looks over at Ross, kind of disappointed, and noticing that Ross maybe isn't looking his direction. Yeah,
Look,
yeah, sure, Rowan, I could do that. Um, let's hang.
she gives you a kind of an uncharacteristically meek smile and nods and prepares to sit into a trance. But you can tell, one, very uncomfortable at this point in time. I mean, she smiles and her face is like, oh yeah, like great, I'm happy about it. But I imagine you're, you know, you're tuned in enough to see like her hand has a slight tremble.
Given it's the
And-
evening, is she going to reestablish the control over the undead?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Any commands for them before she decides to take her rest? Same, just patrol.
Stay on solid ground. Never leave. Be more than 10 paces away from us. From me. Don't go next to anyone else. They might. Just me.
Okay. Well, you can see them on the map. They'll kind of stay on solid ground, but. Okay, well, we're going to go into Ross's first portion of the evening. Give me a perception check. This will be a disadvantage because it is based on hearing at this point.
Okay. Where is this?
Mm-hmm.
Everything seems to be fine.
Also, I suppose I would do this as well. There's no reason for me not to. I don't know it will last an hour though, so never mind.
You hear the slight creaking of trees. Some of the trees here around you, and different. Is this not? Oh, okay. Maybe frogs, stuff like that. And then you hear them splashing into the water. Different things moving in the water.
No. You're not that slick. We know there's no wildlife out here. Why would I be hearing frogs or anything like that?
So there's none of the larger wildlife. Like, there's no birds, there's no, like, the primate type things, the large cats and stuff. That frogs and insects and all that you've seen the whole time. Fish in the water, stuff like that you've been seeing. Crocodiles.
I was under the. Okay, got it. Understood.
It's not abundant like you would expect in a place like this. But here, with everybody sleeping, no fire crackling, dead silent, you do hear on occasion the little frogs croaking, stuff like that. And,
Right.
splashing in the water. But again, other than that, breaking the silence every 15, 20 minutes maybe, it is just eerily, deathly silent in this place. So much so that even though, I guess that wouldn't affect you, but you hear that, like your own blood pulsing through your ears at some points.
Okay.
Your shift goes by quietly.
Well,
Yeah.
I would do a round around our little raised bit of land. Ross doesn't seem particularly fond of the undead, but doesn't say anything other than to glance at Rowan and shake his head. make sure that Simon is nice and neatly tucked away in a sleeping blanket. Might even, as quietly as possible, just like take the time to appreciate that he's found him. Like, this is it. He just has to make sure he gets back home, and everything's gonna change. Um, and seeing Thebe in the distance as well. Once again, that small, like, proud smile crosses his face, and after a circuit, he would head over to Vec and gently rouse the sleeping bugbear with a shake on the shoulder.
Noel, you mean?
Or no, sorry.
I forgot my species.
Listen, I don't discriminate by race, bro.
Who is taking watch with
Vec.
with Vec? Anybody?
He forgot your name. You yelling at me?
I think I'm just,
Yeah.
I'm solo.
Yeah, you
I'll do
solo
it.
dolo.
All right, because I looked at chat and was reading Ross Althor saying shit, and I almost said Ross. It's not that I forgot his name.
I'll sit up with him.
Okay. Simon and Vec. Ross, you wake them up. What do you have anything to say to them?
Well, I would go to Vec. Vec can wake Simon up. I think Master Simon needs to sleep, so I wouldn't dare.
Okay.
But it seemed quiet enough. Could hear the animals though. Odd experience given how little we've seen of them. Keep your eyes open. There's enough flora here to cut off sight though. Could mean anything.
Okay. Did want me to wake Simon?
I look and see Simon, and Vec, you can see there's my expression changes. You're not sure if it's in happiness or anger. I look back to you. He's an adventurer now. I suppose if you think it would keep us all alive, please do so.
Okay.
And Vec,
Yeah.
you're a good Noel.
And he just kind of shakes his head.
Yes. And you can tell I'm not sure why I said that. And yeah, I head off and find my sleep roll and go to bed. Bedroll and go to bed.
Okay.
Vec just kind of just confusedly just like tilts his head as you just go to bed and goes to wander over to Simon and wake him up.
Sleep. There you are.
All right.
Is it morning already?
No, but didn't know if you want to join me for a watch.
Hell yeah, man! I'll hang out with you.
Okay.
Okay. We'll start off with you guys giving me some rolls first, just to cover that for your watch. So each of you can roll a perception check, or one of you can roll at advantage. Up to you guys.
Yeah, they're just rolling individually, I guess, for now.
Okay. Jesus Christ. God damn. All right. So, right towards the end of your shift, before y'all end your shift, is there anything y'all were gonna talk about? Like, any questions for one another? I don't know if y'all had something planned or not.
Nothing in particular. I guess Vec would just walk up to Simon. How long you've been on island?
Who? I really don't know. I have no idea, my friend. I think it was close to something like 2 years, possibly. I really didn't have a way to keep track of time, and all the days kind of run together, you know.
Hmm. You just see Vec just kind of like in deep thought for a moment. Sorry, you've been there long.
I've been there long.
Mm-hmm.
So I
I
think
don't know
he's
how to
saying
respond.
sorry you were there for so long or whatever is what he's getting at.
Yeah,
Ah,
broken common.
Gotcha. Yeah, it was pretty lonely. Um, there wasn't much variety and stuff to eat, but I had plenty of time for self-reflection.
What might you reflect on?
Mostly the sun.
Did did Sun do something wrong?
I was sunburnt most of the time.
Uh. Uh. Okay.
Oh, Simon realizes that sunburn is probably something he's never experienced.
Wait, what?
I mean, their nose can get burnt.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean their snout.
No, their actual nose. The skin, the fleshy part of their nose can actually get burnt.
That's why it's always wet, though.
Yeah,
But yeah, I can't
that's
dry
why
out, though.
Yeah, it's not burnt though, right? Anyway, here you go.
Uh, and you were from Faerun, right? Hey, did you hear that?
Yes.
Which way you think that came from?
The Vec is just kind of like just flick his ears around to see if he can try to pinpoint where it came from.
Yeah. As you guys hear what sounds like the creaking of a tree. Since y'all both rolled so high, you guys see that there's some large over here, and over here. There are some large trees that were. You swear they weren't that close before you guys went to bed. And now that they're at this distance and they've caught your attention, these trees are pretty big. And there are also what looks like some large fruit hanging from them. But they're a little off color. They look from this distance, and at night you have dark vision, but you can't see shades of color, right? So the trees look darker than other trees around.
Vec just kind of looks at Simon. How good at eyes in dark.
Okay. You said your eyes aren't good in the dark.
No. He's asking how good are your eyes in the dark, but like broken.
I see fairly well.
Oh, that's true. As far as he knows, most humans can't really see in the dark.
Wait, does Simon Simon doesn't have dark vision at all, completely, right?
Oh, he does.
Yeah, I do.
He does.
Oh, he does. Okay.
But as far as Vec knows, most humans don't, right? So, I get why you're
Okay.
asking.
Okay.
Simon, as he asks you this, you swear you see one of these trees kind of slide across the ground here.
Which one where?
This one here. I hear you, Ross. Hold on a second.
No, I know. Take care of them first, please.
You want me to go check?
Sure. I'll stand right here and
What?
cover you.
Okay.
Can you read that,
And
I
Ross?
can't read anything. Oh,
No.
Why did it do it?
See, because you probably clicked whatever is going on.
Sorry, keep
But
going,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, take care of them.
okay. Yeah. Vec is going to move closer to where that sound came from and try to check it out.
All right. As you get to over here, again, you hear the creaking of this tree. Now that you're this close, oh, where is it? Here we go. Here we go. Did I? Oh, this is bullshit. I know I did this. You see this large tree here on this little island right across from you, this other little piece of land that comes up. The tree itself is kind of blackened and darkened. You see clusters of a strange fruit hanging from it. In patches. The limbs are absolutely devoid of any type of leaves. Okay, let me grab this thing. And now that you're close to this, you realize that the come on, it's not working? Really?
suspense is killing me.
I know.
Here we go. The clusters of fruits are actually skulls. Little clusters of skulls hanging at the ends of these limbs. Can you see that, Vic?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
can see
what
that.
the tree looks like.
Oh. Yeah, this is fine. This is some tasty looking fruit. Does
As you get that close to it, how far are you from this thing? Oh yeah.
oh, it's closer than I thought it would be.
You see the limbs, one of the limbs kind of slowly creak over and then slap down towards you as the fruit, or these skulls that are hanging from it. The skulls look to have long barbed tongues come out of them, and the skulls themselves have very sharpened, almost fanged teeth. As this thing makes an attack at you, and I need everyone to roll for initiative, except for those of you that are sleeping. So yes, it's Simon and Vec. You're gonna roll initiative for me. Hang
Nightmare
on a
fuel.
second. Actually, you know what? Those of you that are sleeping can go ahead and roll initiative if you wish, but do so at disadvantage because you are asleep.
What about the trans people? Trance, as in they are
Yeah,
in a
I got
trance.
you. I got you.
Okay.
I don't think I can get more disadvantage than.
Oh my god.
I had to be clear, man. It's 2023. Y'all not gonna get me.
I mean,
y'all not
I
gonna
don't.
catch me.
They can think what they want. I don't fucking care.
I'm at the
Oh,
fucking
I got a
bottom.
nat 20
Ross,
because I have advantage.
Ross, I'm gonna need to go roll on that one again.
No, not today. Check your boy. All right, but Rowan, come on now, Rowan. Come on. Leave Laz at the bottom. Let's go. Oh.
Hey,
Oof.
Oh.
hey, I beat it by .02.
Oh. Oh.
All right. Let me do this.
All right, remember, guys. Nice, clean combat. Let's keep it smooth. If we get there.
There's 3 of them.
That's what I forgot to do. Hang on a second, because this thing has that.
Man.
I feel like I'm about to get fucked really hard for some reason.
Man,
I'm not
if you
fucking-
guys didn't play 3 or 3.5, the Night Twist, for anybody
I've
who knows
played.
what
I
that
have a 3.5 book in my shelf right now.
is. Hey, man. But Night Twist. Ugh.
They were not fun.
Ugh.
Oh, and okay. I'm gonna try to.
You do not have
react
your
to
armor
that.
on, by the way.
He's got mage armor.
Yeah, right. But he
I-
took his armor off and got mage armor, correct?
No,
Ross.
this is for.
Or
That's
you
for
talking-
Ross.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Oh.
And I'm just wearing medium armor.
Does that hit
Why are
you?
you trying to...
I have to have roll. So wait, I don't have armor my armor on right now, right? Because it's just a chest piece. That's basically. Like
I don't
a
know
shirt.
if you would have your armor on. I presume you would sleep with it off, and they just woke you up. Would you put it on for your watch?
I mean, yeah, I would.
There you go.
Okay. So I just have to roll a 1. Just to get. Cool.
Reach?
It doesn't hit me.
All right.
Are you
But do I still have to do that? Do I still have to do
Nope.
that throw?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh. Wait a second. Yep. That is not correct. Hold on.
No, it still hits me.
Well, it's multiple attacks. All the skulls try to
Oh.
bite you. So.
Oh, lovely. And I already used my reaction, so
That's fine.
one
That's
of them's
I
gonna
only
hit me.
rolled a 10. That's a miss. So close your reaction on that one.
I don't have a reaction on it.
Oh, okay.
I only had the reaction for the 1.
And
Oh,
that's
that's gonna hit me.
that one's gonna hit you. Yep.
Yep, I already used my reaction. Charisma.
Yeah, as one of the things. No, don't worry about the charisma save. I need to remove that aspect of it.
Oh, okay, so I won't.
So this thing goes in, and you kind of throw your arm up and knock away 2 of the skulls, but the 3rd skull lands, and as you feel the tongue of this thing kind of pierce your skin, you also in that moment
Oh, wait.
feel as what?
The first one would have hit me because that form of beast reaction
Cause
is
you
only
to
when I'm
rage.
raging.
Yep.
So
So
that
is
one
that.
would still hit me.
Yep.
Okay.
Can my boy get some love for calling that out, though?
Yeah, he gets to take
He's
the
a bounty
damage.
from those
Good
skulls.
job.
Oh, you're.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
So that'll be a total of 21 damage at this point then.
Such an
Ow.
eggplant.
Honesty
Uh,
gets you nowhere.
From
Right?
14, and 7 from the first attack. So, yeah. You also feel as though... What? No, this? Yeah, there we go.
I'm good.
You also have your...
God damn, I forgot how much HP I had.
Yeah, you got a lot. But your maximum hit points are reduced by that same amount.
Oh, fun.
As you feel the life drained from you. And with that, we're gonna call it a night, guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 arms. 2 arms.
So, give me a second.
The trees are fucking Vec up.
I will show y'all what y'all are up against in just a moment. At least an image of what Simon and Vex see here. But first off, thanks for watching. That's gonna be it. Next week we're gonna jump into this lie to your DM, huh? That's fucked. Next week we'll jump into this combat and see what the hell these guys are fighting.
Woo!
But in this case, apples are bad for you.
Apples, yeah, apple a day. An apple a day will drain your life away.
That's a thumbnail.
So, see, next week is... Yeah, I'll be here. So, anybody have any reason they may not be here next week? Other than the end of the world or something?
I might have a reason I won't be here next week, but I'll have to see.
Okay.
How tough is the combat next session?
How tough?
Yeah.
I mean,
3 big trees.
it's...
Vec is
There's 3
literally
of these
dying.
things. I mean, you've already seen a part of what they can do. They can drain your life permanently, so... Or not permanently,
Yeah, I
but,
won't be here. I won't be here next week.
Damn.
I got something to do.
Uh,
Anyway, thank y'all for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Abracadagger, like, share, comment, do all that stuff. And we'll see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.